Alright, hello? Am I live? I think I'm live. Right. Apologies for being 5 minutes late. I was making some extra thumbnails for the series because, I've done like 10 or so streams on this series, and every single one has had the same thumbnail, so I decided to go make some more. Also, as you can tell from up here, the mop on my head decided to misbehave today. Yeah, my hair's really bad. I don't know why. It won't stay down. You know, yeah. But we're here. We are here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to potentially the best episode of the series so far. I say that because we are going... Hang on. Right, to Azerbaijan, which is probably my third favourite circuit on the calendar. I love it around this track, and that isn't the only reason why today is so special. Because immediately after Baku, we are going to Singapore, another one of my favourite tracks. If you couldn't tell already, I like a street track. I do. Ali, I'll be honest, mate. Hang on, let me go to... Mate. My headset... Oh, no, my headset then ain't actually that bad. I can feel it. If I go out over my head, I can feel a massive dent. But it's actually not too bad today. Oh, look at the state of that. Look at David Luiz. What's going on? Oh, I ain't gonna stay down. Anyway. Jeez, that's bad. The brush ain't even doing shit. I think it might just be cooked. I'm just gonna leave it. If someone questions it, they can sign off. Anyways, here are the standings. We are on 166 points. We are only 3 points behind Lewis Hamilton, and we're only 8 points. Actually, less than that, 6 points. Good maths, mate. Should have dropped out of school. Anyways, 6 points behind George Russell. I never thought I would even be close to this position, and yet here we are. Also, what's quite funny is Ocon is only 4 places below me in the Drivers' Championship, and yet he's 120 odd points behind me. I just think that's quite funny. Oh jeez, all my wheels falling apart. Duct tape required. Alright, anyways. Classic Richard Hammond. Nice. Good reference. Right, let's begin. Round number 1 of the episode. Azerbaijan. Let's try and not do a Leclerc today. I think that's going to be my main objective. Just don't do a Charlie. You alright, Lookman? Get on my hand glove. Yeah, my wheel definitely needs some a new layer of duct tape, because not only is the material falling off now, the duct tape's falling off as well. Or I could, you know, as you can see in the top of my stream, I do now have a donation goal, which I've never had before. To try and, I mean, obviously I'm gonna chip in probably over half of it to myself as well. But I wanna try and make a massive upgrade to my setup, especially because, you know, the streaming's back to being consistent. I don't think I've ever streamed 5 days in a row before, so I wanted to try, you know, get that going. Maybe one day we can have a really good wheel and it'll make everything cool, because right now, the state of my wheel, jeez Louise. Or I could just get a new one of these, which I'll probably end up doing, but you never know. Right, I need to get my audio up because I can't hear my game. There we go. As always, if there's any issues with this stream, the audio, the video, apart from, you know, my voice and my face and all that usual bollocks, let me know, because, yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, let's begin. And actually, you know what? Starting today, I am going to be doing practice, because, well, the stream will be an extra 10 minutes long, so why not? Alright. Oh no, I don't want that one. I want this one. Baku... What, oh wow. That's actually higher aero than I thought, 10 and 9. I thought it'd be more like 5. Although I will say, my Sector 2 seems to be quite strong around here compared to the AI, that's probably why. Also, repping the Michael Van Gerwen shirt today, because none of my F1 shirts fit. Shout out, Michael. on, let's begin. Oh yeah, I could. That jump scared me a little bit there. I completely forgot to tell you lot. If you were here yesterday, you would know. But I have decided for Baku to take a grid penalty. Actually, sorry, it was 50. I've got a whole new engine. I've got a new, you know, everything. The only thing I haven't got a new thing of is talent, a brain, and a gearbox. But apart from that, everything is new. Now, when's the last time I done track optimization? I have no idea. It's been yonks. Imagine if Max wins the championship. I'd kind of back him now. I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, it'd be a surprise because of how much of an outshot it is. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised because it's Max Verstappen, and they seem to have got that car in a perfect working window. What I will say though is Singapore has always been Red Bull's downfall in the last sort of 5 years, apart from 2022. Shout out the GOAT. But yeah, 23 and 24 are a bit smelly, so if they can figure it out for Singapore as well, because so far they've only been really good on 2 low downforce, massive long straight tracks. If they can be good around Singapore at every track, then why not? But of course, it's not just reliant on Max Verstappen and Red Bull, it is also massively down to the McLaren drivers as well, because, well, if Oscar Piastri, or even Lando Norris, but mainly Oscar Piastri wins like 1 race in the next like 7, then Max is basically out of it. Like, Max still needs the McLarens to like stink up the gap, which they probably won't do, but you never know. Not a bad first lap. I do have an excuse for today as well, of course I do. If I perform badly, it's because I've got a deaf ear. Nice one. Crossing the line at 346. Take the fastest lap. And I've completed the program. Nice one. He is not stupid. That is true. I am not stupid. I lived. What I will say though is that I was watching the when I was watching the Azerbaijan Grand Prix and quali as well. The speed they carry through that castle section is utterly bonkers. I feel like I go quite fast through there, but I send it. They're on a whole other level. It is, and also just like their driving in general is so very quick. Like every single lap, they are millimeters or inches away from hitting the walls. It's no wonder there were so many red flags in quali and everything. That was actually quite a surprise, though. I know, like, and obviously, in terms of like race pace, it's a lot slower than quali and even like practice. But the fact that we saw so many red flags in quali and in F2, and then we go into the race and there wasn't even a yellow flag, apart from when Colapinto got bowled off by Albon. It's pretty surprising. Now, I'm not really sure how tyre wear works because I've never had to do it before. I've never done tyre wear, so I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just kind of... I'm being gentle on the throttle and it seems to be kind of working. I did do a race just before I started the stream, so I am already warmed up, which is quite good. I'll do a little sneak peek for you, because no one really cares. I am working on a YouTube video. I know, it's crazy. I haven't uploaded a video in 4 months, or 5 months I think now. And now I'm making one. And, well, usually for my YouTube videos, I'll do what I'm doing now. Except rather than a 50% race and a full quali, it would be a 35% race and a short quali. I'm going from that to compacting an entire season into one video. I'm going to start trying to, anyway, making sort of like mini films of entire seasons. So that's what I've been working on. And because of that as well, I have been playing a ridiculous amount of this game. I mean, before I started this series, before Checo Perez got announced as a driver, I hadn't even bought this game yet. and I had it on PlayStation, but I didn't touch it. I might have done like maybe 7 hours of gameplay in the first month it was out, and now I'm playing about 4 hours a day. In about a week's time, that burnout is gonna hit different. Like, seriously different. But now we have some race strategy. Although it is a race strategy, I'm just gonna do, well, I'm just gonna do 3 laps of the track. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Albon crashing around that first corner, by the way. Very strange. I have never seen anyone crash on the inside of turn 1. It's always the outside of turn 1. That was very confusing. Tired of streaming to 0? Let's change that. No, like I always say, I've been streaming to 0 on Twitch and Kick and for YouTube for most of my career. Twitch and Kick still to 0. No, I'm not tired of it. It's all part of it. I hope, of course, one day, with enough grinding, I will have a few viewers on Twitch and Kick, but at the end of the day, I've got you lot on YouTube, I'm enjoying myself, so nothing to grumble at. I'm not really liking the car, to be honest. It's a bit slidey. It's very, whoa! What is going on? Why is my car so slidey? Oh, that's why, because the tyres. How are the tyres cooked? I've done 2 laps. Yeah. It'll probably be a 2-stop then, huh? It'll probably be like a medium hard angle. Or maybe not. Do you consider people who have a race with 5 laps crazy? No. I'd call them impatient and just sort of say like, well, how do you expect any sort of actual racing to happen if it's only 5 laps? That's like 10 minutes. I mean, that video I'm working on, they're only 25% races, but there's still like a bit of action going on. I mean, obviously, do what you want. Like I always say, play the game how you want. I don't know, 5 laps would be a bit low. Is your name Talon? No, it isn't. There is in that name there is 1 letter that's in my actual name, and that's it. No. I'm gonna turn the ERS off through this sector. But yeah, I really heavily dislike these tyres. It's been like 6 laps and they're dead. I wish that wall was more realistic. In real life, it sort of sticks out but then goes inward so you can like carry a bit more speed. But in the game, it's just a straight wall. Bollocks. He isn't stupid. I'll tell you what though, mate. In about 3 laps time, that may very well be there will be a lap where I will be stupid because tyres are poor. It is only practice, to be fair. I don't need to fully send it, but that's just how I drive. I don't really care what the program is, what the stakes are, I will just go and push 100%. Which is why I crash a lot. But you know what? I've done like so many races now without really crashing. I mean, I went from using like 3 flashbacks every 5 laps to using 1 flashback in an entire race. We can forget about Spain, that was poor. Spain I used about 7 flashbacks, but that is a track I've never driven at before. But overall, I mean obviously I never used to stream, I used to just make videos. In those videos I'd have to cut out at least 10 to 15 flashbacks, whereas now, I don't know. What kind of name is talent? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, I don't, is that a real name? It's like, Wout Weghorst, is that even a real name? Shout out if you know what that reference is. I mean, my real name is quite rare. I don't know any other person. Actually, there's one person in the whole world that I know of with my name. But it isn't Talon. We're going to cross the line for our final lap of practice. 2 seconds off the pace. Mediums are horrible. You heard it here first. I think the strategy is definitely going to have to be a, yeah, still, I think it's going to have to be a hard... Wait, we only get one set of hards though. It's going to have to be medium, medium, hard. Yeah, it's got to be. There's no way to meet... How many laps is it going to be? How many laps was it in real life? Was it 52? No. I should remember, but I just sort of don't, because whatever it is, it's half that. The Harry Potter character. There's quite a lot of them, but I don't know. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a character in Harry Potter with my name. Yeah, retire from session. Cheers. If you want a pretty obvious clue to what my name is, it's the same name as one of the most famous heavy metal slash rock band members who died recently. That should make it pretty obvious. Alright. Practice 2. Go. When you were talking about Weghorst. What? Not be disrespectful, how much do you weigh? I weigh 116 kilograms. I am down 10 kilograms since August or something. Yeah, well done, Matt and Jasperino. You've both got my name right. You've actually spelt it right as well, unlike my aunt. Alright. So this is great. Now I don't have to do practice 3. I can just go straight into quali. Difficulty good? Yeah. Nice. Right, let's go. Keep going, man. Appreciate that. We will never stop. I mean, it's fucking difficult. For someone that's never not been overweight. I've been, like, massively overweight since I was, like, 3. So it's a bit harder for me, but we're getting there. Alright. Qualifying time. The minimum should be Q3. The only way I'm not getting into Q3 is if I make a massive cock-up. Actually, I don't know. Being 6 tenths ahead in practice doesn't really mean all that much, because, you know, quali comes around, everyone's on soft tyres, and everyone's true lap times reveal themselves. Honestly, a different vibe of tune. I know you lot can't hear it, but I can't have the Beach Boys playing. That just isn't the right mindset. Let's go. That'll do. Go. I went to London and I didn't find the Norris Monster. Where can I find it? I just found it in my local Tesco, but I only found one, and I've been a few more times to Tesco since. This was like a month or so ago, and I can't find it anymore. So it might just be dead, unfortunately. It's very good though. It's probably my second favourite Monster flavour over the Valentino Rossi one. That's by far the best. And everyone bangs on about the white one, but I've had it like twice in the last 2 weeks, and it's just sort of, yeah. It's alright, but it isn't like to die for like people like make it out to be. It's been a very mediocre Sector 1 from yours truly. But I'm hoping that a mediocre lap will still be good enough. That means a very good lap will get us a good result. Sector 1 coming through, 36 dead for Liam Lawson. And, oh. Okay, so even with a smelly Sector 1, I'm a second up on P16. Decent. I forgot to brake earlier through there. Actually, that's alright. Now let's try not to be stupid. Yeah, we're not stupid. Yeah. Surely I do an I'm stupid at least once. I did actually see a, oh bollocks, I saw a YouTube short of someone playing like F1 2021 or some random old F1 game, and they literally just drove through that section and just played audio of Leclerc saying I am stupid, but they didn't even hit anything, and it got like 30k views. I'm gonna have to copy that, maybe I edit it a bit more, because that banged. First lap coming through is going to be a 39.1 and puts us top 3. Main learnings that I got from that lap was Sector 1, brake a little bit earlier, and also save overtake for the final straight because I had none left. Best F1 game? I did play it a lot. F1 2021, I believe, is still my most played F1 game at 1.4k hours. But I do think 23 was much better. But I think the only reason I think 23 was better is that 2021, I had only just got my wheel. And I was using traction control and all of that. And obviously I wasn't making videos. When 2023 came around, or F1 23, and I was making videos every day, I was streaming, and I was like, you know, I was starting to get pretty good at it. That's when I was like, okay, you know, this is pretty good. But actually, I'll tell you what. In about a couple months' time, you may very well hear me say that this is the best F1 game I've played. Because I love it. Other than F1 Race Stars. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, that I'm not even talking about that because it's just so far above the rest. Like, it's not even remotely a competition. That game is just... It shouldn't be even allowed. You know what? I'm going to try a used set and see if I can somehow get through on a used set. Because then I'll have a set for the race. That'll be quite good. Oh my wheel is literally... It's rotting away before my hands. I can't believe I didn't use gloves for, like, the first 2 years I had this wheel. So that's why everything's falling apart. It's like every week I get on and use it, there's another bit of it falling off. I definitely need to buy a new one, regardless of the donation goal I've set. Which, of course, I don't expect people to contribute to, because why should they? I also just realised I didn't use any overtake down the main straight. That isn't actually that bad. But this obviously, you know, turn 1's right there. I tell you what, these old tyres aren't even that bad. I mean, to be fair, they're not that old. They're only like 10% old, but still. I've got grip, and I'm... Oh, well, actually, to be fair, I'm only a 10th up on Norris. Again, I am not stupid. There was someone standing behind me. Ah! Oh, forgot about Max, yeah. I think that might be your dad asking if I'm winning. If Max Verstappen was my father, A, he'd be a kiddie fiddler, because I'm only like 6 years younger than him. And also, I'd probably be in F1 with him. Because he's Max Verstappen, he's got them genes. I wouldn't be sat here playing with him, well, his robot self, viciously. Let's see what that lap is. I did what, a 39.1? Okay, a 39.7. So it's still good enough for a top 7. But I am behind my teammate, so I will probably have to go out again. Which I don't really care about, to be honest. I mean, it's a used set after all. My gap to the safe zone. To be fair, oh no, it's only a 10th. Yeah, we will have to go again. Great, just spilled knockoff monster all down me. Brilliant. That's what you want. All down me 50 quid shirt. Why not? Who's behind me? It actually wouldn't be that much of a bad thing if this person does blitz past me, because then I'll just get a free slipstream. Alright, come on then, Williams. Give me the slipstream of dreams. Cheers, mate. See you later. When I was a child, I called Ferrari the barcode team. Makes sense, they had a big barcode on their car. I only started watching F1 in 2021, but I did watch it when I was probably about 6 or 7, because I have this really distinct image of me watching Kimi Raikkonen in a Lotus in maybe 2011 or 12. Yellow flag? Why is there a yellow flag? Oh shit! What's happened there? I mean, I dodged it, and I can keep going, but why is there just a car in the middle of the road? Why? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, he's going again now? What? What's happened? I mean, I'm still way on schedule to get into Q3, but that ain't the point. Why is there just a car in the middle of the road? That's weird. I've had so many people like type in 6-7 in my chat for so long, and I never understood it, and now I understand it. It's just a bit dead. I thought it'd be something funny, but now I know what it means. It's just like, it's a bit pointless really. But we do go into Q3, so that's cool. P3 again. Cool. Look at the Ferraris go. Imagine seeing that in real life. I mean, Leclerc, you can kind of expect he's the qualifying master, but Hamilton right alongside him, leading with the Red Bulls P13 and P5 and the McLarens P7 and 10 and the Mercedes P6 and 8. That's like a dream come true for any Ferrari fan. Driving cockpit view? No, I'm alright, mate. What does it mean? I'm pretty sure, just from doing 5 seconds of research, it's just a lyric from a song that people just say, and it's like, I get it. There might be a deeper meaning. If there is, I don't know it. Alright, Q3 time. Brand new set of tyres. I think a top 5 is possible. I just realised Ocon isn't here. Oh. I thought Ocon was here. I guess not. What difficulty am I on? I'm on the highest, 110. Now, if I do the exact same lap, I reckon. Oh, 38.6. Oh, a top 7's doable. I don't know about a top 5 anymore. A 38.6 is quite fast. That's about what, 3 attempts quicker than I went on my previous lap. I don't even know what my previous lap was. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't actually know. Am I even going to make it to the line? Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. I thought I wasn't going to make it. Alright. Big in! I was quite close, only 5 seconds. not a bad turn 1 and 2. My turn 2 always feels a bit funny. Not sure what it is. Gotta go by. Alright, see you later, Ali. Thanks for popping by. Verstappen standing behind you. He's been standing behind me for the last sort of year or so. He just won't leave for some reason. He don't even pay rent or anything. I don't know what this lap can give me. I just know it's faster than what I've currently been doing. Nice driving. Appreciate that. I mean, to be fair, I have played these games before for like thousands of hours, so you'd hope I'd be decent. Fastest sector 2, by the way. Don't know how that's happened. Not too sure. But of course, as we know, I'm only fast because of the racing line. That's what people keep telling me. What are we going to get? It's going to be a 38... What? Where's that come from then? How far was I off pole? Okay. What? Yeah, that is a Squid Game quote. Shout out Squid Game. Remember me? Sorry I didn't watch Hungary. Had to go. Of course I remember you. It was because of you that I managed to get a top 4 in Hungary. I improved my wet weather driving so much that race. It was insane. Every single race, I surprised myself with my own quali performances. I know that lap was good. What driving sim rig are you using? I have a Thrustmaster T300 wheelbase with a open wheel add-on wheel on a swivel chair with some random Logitech pedals I found on eBay like 5 years ago. Nice. Right, race time. Let's begin. Hopefully, I can replicate that level of driving in this Grand Prix and maybe be on for a podium. The Ferraris are quick. That is true. They are rapid. However, I'm just hoping that everyone else is a little bit slow. But you never know what can happen in a Grand Prix. I mean, think of Austria. I qualified 17th and finished 2nd, and realistically, I should have won. I was leading for quite a while, and then bottled on defending. That is one thing I definitely need to like pick up on and learn and take forward. Is defend a lot more aggressively. I did it in Zandvoort yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't remember. But Lando was trying to overtake me, and I was just braking so much later. And obviously it was completely fair, but usually I'd like sort of let them go and then try and re-overtake them with DRS, and it never works. So, in summary, if someone tries to overtake me, just outbrake them. That's pretty much it. Have you won prize comps before? I haven't, no. I mean, I haven't competed in any, and if I did, I don't think I would, but to answer your question, no, I have not. I have done league racing in sort of mid-tier, like, not very good at all. I did like 7 races, got like 2 poles and like a podium, and that was it. I don't really do any of that kind of stuff. Love your video, I appreciate that, Mohammed, thank you. Alright, let's begin. I want to win. I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, wait. I completely, utterly, stupendously forgot about my engine penalty. No wonder I'm so quick down the street. That's heartbreaking, you know. That is heartbreaking because, like... You lot get to see some entertainment because I'm going to be overtaking everyone like mad. I hope, anyway. But I was P2 on the grid. Probably on for a P1. And yeah, I completely forgot. Oh well. Oh, I didn't look at the strat. Oh. Well, that's going to put some spanner in the works. I didn't lower my fuel. I also didn't check the strategy. Also, some of you that have been here before, with a keen eye as well, may have noticed the Ferraris look a bit different now. I used to have a blue livery on, but I thought, For the next 1,000 years, Ferrari are probably never going to win a championship again, but they will never stop being the team in red. So, I have a mod now that rather than making them blue, returns them to a 2021 kind of livery. It looks way better than the blue one, it looks way better than the current one, so that's what we got. And men! Just men! No other name, just men! With the 15 Australian dollars. What a legend. Thank you. Dap me up. What a guy. Or girl. Or anything else. 6'7" means moves like 6'2", but I don't know, mate. I don't know. Alright, race is underway. That was meant to be a bit more intense, but it isn't. Decent start. We're going to make our way. Oh shit, no, can't do that. That will not work. Let's just focus on getting past Stroll. It's Stroll after all, so it should be quite a relatively easy pass. No. For some reason, Lawson's defended the inside from me, so now... okay. Okay, my fuel mix ain't that bad. I've only got plus a lap. That's great, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, that is worked out so perfectly, because what's happened is, because for the first time in this series, I've done practice, it means that now I've actually got like optimum strategy and fuel. So then, when I cocked up by not changing the fuel, it didn't matter. Wow, it's crazy how like things come back and swing around, isn't it? Fantastic. Anyway, I'm still in P20, which is a bit embarrassing. But you can blame Liam Lawson for most of that, because he did completely cock-block me and allow Stroll to get the move done. What an arse. I don't know where I'm going to be able to overtake, but yeah, it better be soon, because I'm going to have to overtake one car a lap if I want to win. I think, realistically, the only place I can overtake is the main straight, so I'm just going to build up ERS to do just that. Nice. And then... oh, dump it. Bye, Liam. Just to point out, by the way, I have a new rule in this channel. You can say anything about me personally, the way I am, the way I look, anything like that. But if you tell me to turn the racing line off, you'll be instantly removed from the channel. Okay, just keeping that in mind. Thank you in advance. Now let's focus on the race. We're gonna go past Liam Lawson into B19. Can my wheels stop falling apart, please? Oh, hang on. I feel there's some big overtakes. Never mind. What's wrong with using the racing line? Great way to learn braking distances. I think people get annoyed in general for some reason. I don't know why. But in my case specifically, I have used the racing line for like years. I'm never going to turn it off because it isn't fun driving without it. I just hate it because I'll be out braking some corners, braking too early, I'm all inconsistent and slow. Playing the game like this with the racing line on and ABS on is how it's most fun for me, and that's all I care about. I don't care about going quicker or pleasing 1% of my audience. I'm here to entertain and race. And just like, it's like I always say, if you don't like the way I drive, go watch someone who does drive how you want them to. And also, anyone watching, play the game how you want. That is my new motto. Cool, we got a quad feed. 6, 7. Oh my god! It's the never before seen 7 feed! Look at that! Oh! No, mate, making mistakes isn't what makes a game enjoyable. It's enjoying when I drive Oh my, that is unreal, by the way. You know what I think it is? I think there's a lot of bots, like actual AI, in the YouTube Shorts comment section, because I say something, and it triggers like 10 people at once, and I don't really know why. I also don't know why so many people care. That's the thing that's always got me. Like, why do you not care so much that I use the racing line, or I crash every so often, or I use flashbacks? Because let's be honest, you probably do as well, and also 90% of the players do. So like, I don't know why people are bothered by it. It's part of the game, and if it's part of the game, I'm gonna use it. So yeah, that's my statement and my take on it. Now, that was a horrible exit, Isaac Agile. What are we doing? That is horrible from you. You can't tell, people mentioning like assists really gets under my skin. I don't know why, nothing usually does, but that in particular, that riles me up well good. Shout out to Jack, because yeah, you've smashed it. Oh. I wasn't expecting that level of pace from Isaac Agile, to be honest. Right, it's time to lock in on this Grand Prix, because it's lap 3 already, and I've only gained 1 place, but I have the pace for a top 5. I know I do. I'm just stuck in a DRS train. Why do you whine like a baby? I'm not the one whining. If you read my chat, actually you can't read because they've all been banned, but they're the ones whining. I'm whining about me wanting to play the game how I want. Yeah, that's whining. You agree next year Max is moving to Mercedes? I'd be surprised. I feel like all of that is a load of bollocks. The whole like Verstappen's gonna switch teams. I don't think he'll switch teams. I genuinely believe he'll be at Red Bull until 2029, and if they're a bit shit, he'll just retire. He's already come out and basically said, I don't really care about F1. I mean, he obviously cares, but like, he's already achieved everything he wanted to. When he feels like it's time to go and he's like a bit bored, he'll just go and do other racing. Whether it's, you know, GT3, which he's been doing, which has been really cool. I did watch it. The Nürburgring was great. He'll do anything, really. It's just whenever he decides, you know, F1's done, and I don't think he'll ever go to a different team. If he does, it'll just be for a laugh. You know, a bit like Hamilton at Ferrari. A bit of a retirement party. Now let's get Nico. It's a shame about Nico. He's kind of underperformed recently, isn't he? Especially after that incredible Silverstone podium. Guys, get a life and stop hating on the guy. He's just trying to have fun. I spend a lot of money on the game. I'd play it however I want. Exactly. And also, I feel like no one else gets this level of attention because I use assists. But I don't see anyone else getting this kind of level of comments. It's just me. Max will retire for a few years. I agree. He might carry on beyond 2029. He might join another team. He might re-sign with Red Bull. I'm not too sure. Like I said, it's whenever he's bored. Hamilton and Alonso, and even like other older drivers are like, no, I'll retire when like, you know, I literally can't anymore. Hang on. Speaking of Hamilton, that's tough. Starting P2 on the grid, and he's out. Yeah, he'll definitely just bid it off when, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The older drivers, they just stay and it's like, I'll literally race until my hands fall off. Whereas Verstappen's like, I'll just race until I'm bored, innit? And now guy drives something else. He's probably already in the sim racer doing something, isn't he? 24 hours of Spa or something. And men! Once again, the entirety of mankind has come together to donate 31 Australian dollars. That is ridiculous. Like, genuinely. It's like I always say, the fact that people watch me and think, you know what, got a bit of change left, let's give it to this geezer. It's insane. So thank you. Have you ever not used the assist out of interest? I definitely have. I spent a few hours with ABS off and I just locked up on every corner, and just the way I am, I give up very easily on things. so I gave up after a few hours. With the driving line off, I can do about 5 tracks with the line off, but that's about it. I can do Melbourne, I can do Texas, I can do Mexico, and a couple others, but I never really focused on it. Hang on. Stroll's trying to get feisty. Look at Lance Stroll fighting back. Has this ever happened before? So what's the strategy today? We're pitting on lap 15, so it's going to be a one-stop. I don't mind it. I might come in a lap earlier for the undercut, but at the same time, I don't think the mediums are going to go that long. Although these tyres feel very good considering it's been like 5 laps. The mediums were dead after like 4. These feel great. And I can finally show a bit of pace because I'm not stuck in the DRS track. Are any assists on? Yes. I mean, obviously the line, ABS, and that's it. Baku is meh, but Monaco is nah? Really? We are complete opposites then, because I basically adore any street track. So Baku, Monaco, Melbourne, Jeddah, Las Vegas, and Singapore. They are all my favourite tracks. And Miami? No. Miami could stay in the bin. Hello, Pierre Gasly. You've got DRS. I've got DRS. I'm going to overtake you. Bye! It's quite rare for an Alpine to be in the top 13. That's quite a high position for them. Max is staring into my spot. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. He doesn't pay rent. He's been there for ages. At this point, he can just chill out, you know. Why not? He encourages me with his presence. I mean, when you've got, in my opinion, the 4th best ever driver right behind you, you've got to improve by a little bit. Oh, hello. No, let's not be silly here. Let's not be dumb. I have actually overtaken through the castle section before, but wouldn't recommend if you don't want to have a 90% chance of being in the wall. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hello. Why are we braking so early, pal? What's going on? Can I? Oh, that was close. I thought I could slip down around the outside, but then he cut it off. We're good though, we're up. 4th? Yeah, I think Schumacher's the best. Senna and Prost. And then Verstappen. And then probably Hamilton. And then maybe Jim Clark. Sonny Hayes, he's alright, he is. He's pretty good. I haven't actually seen the F1 movie yet. Because I missed it in cinemas. So I have to wait for it, I don't know. I also just don't really care about it. But Sonny Hayes is Brad Pitt, no? Yeah, he's got to be decent. It's Brad Pitt, for God's sake. Hello. I'll have a free overtake on Albon. Thank you. Can I go for signs as well? Surely not. Send it! Yeah, that'll do. Decent. And we are up into the points on lap number 7. And there is a yellow flag somewhere as well, but it is going to be behind. Got unlucky, so no more positions gained off DNFs. Senna is the god of racing. No Alonso. He's in the top 10. I just don't know what level of top 10, whether it's 7th, 8th, or 9th. I mean, anyone that raced before like 1980, I don't really put in my top 10s because I just can't compare them. I haven't got that level of wheel knowledge. Nice overtake. Thanks. It felt a bit dodgy, but I think the FIA would let that go, so why not? Yuki Tsunoda is my next target. He hasn't got DRS. I do. Haha! Get him. What's this engine? It is a mod that turns it into a V10. Just look on overtake.gg, it's fantastic. Yep, I got ya. Brake, 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 brake. Nice. Oh, I definitely braked too early then. Hit the gym, game won't help. Gym doesn't lose your weight. Not eating and walking loses you weight. I know this because I've lost a lot of weight by not eating and walking, not going to the gym. Do you know what a gym is? Do you know what's in it? Weights. Do you know what that does? Builds muscle. Do you know what that does? Gains weight. I'm alright. It also costs money. Money I don't have. Whoa! Big snappy! Casey from Ireland, apart from the fact I'm not from Ireland. Nowhere near from Ireland. I've never been there. None of my family members are related to there. And my accent sounds nothing like it, so I don't know where you got that from. My AI is on 110. It should be higher, as in like, I shouldn't be able to play 110, because I'm not good enough, but I can. So, EA, please, make the AI harder. What if we were to pay for your subscription? No, I still wouldn't go, because it's just pointless. I have no interest in lifting weights. F1 drivers, they gain £2 every race. That's just not funny. There was a funny one on a short I uploaded yesterday. Someone said Ayrton send food. That was funny. That isn't funny. Lifting weights burn fat? Oh no, you're right. No, my point is that if I wanted to lose weight and just lose weight like I have been doing, I've lost 10 kilograms in the last sort of 2 months or so. It could be better, but it's a start. I've literally just not eaten and just gone outside for a few walks every day, and that's all it is. I don't need to go to a gym for the sole purpose of losing weight. If I wanted to have these, like, you know, these muscles and, you know, all that bollocks, then yeah, I would, but I have no interest in that. I am interested in being more fit by losing weight, and for the sole purpose of losing weight, doing what I'm currently doing is the best way forward. You could say, well, a gym has treadmills. That is true, but I can also just walk on the ground. The only difference between a treadmill and just being outside is, well, when you're outside, you actually go somewhere. That's about it. He's a chill guy playing some F1. It's not nice making fun of others. Luckily for me, I don't care what people say about me, but my point's always been, there are people, and there are quite a lot of people, I know a couple of people, that get affected when people say like horrible things, like these lot. So, I feel bad for those people. Listen, I've been massive since the day I can remember, and I've been called things my whole life, so I don't mean shit to me. It's just these people are going to say the same things to someone who does get affected by it, and that's just odd. How the hell are you driving that good and reading comments on the street? If I was trying to drive like you, I'd need everyone to shut the F up. Diet is everything, and how much I agree with you. I think, yeah, no, I mean, the straights is the only chance. I mean, there's been quite a few occasions, don't get me wrong, where I have tried to reach out through a corner and I'm in the wall, upside down, missing half my car. 10 kg is a lot in 2 months and a very good start, but don't starve yourself. Also, your racing is really nice and this stream is really entertaining. I appreciate that. I mean, maybe it is a lot. I'm not too sure. I'm just sort of, you know, eating, you know, maybe 500 calories a day and walking about 5k steps and just going from there. It's a slow process, but at the end of the day, it will get me to my goal, which is to get down to a normal weight. No matter how long it takes, it'll do it. What shirt am I wearing? I am wearing Michael Van Gerwen's shirt. Shout out him. What a guy. I couldn't do cardio training. Lost 15 kg in 2 months doing weight training. I mean, I'm wrong then. And that's fine. But yeah, I'm not a weight person. I'm definitely a... I mean, you might not believe it, but I'm definitely a running, walking, cycling kind of person. Cutting sugar is important, yeah. I've basically only eaten, like, anything that doesn't have any, like, obviously, fabricated sugars and anything. My favourite team, right now, I'd say probably Ferrari. It was Red Bull, but then they sacked Perez, so obviously it isn't. Who do I support? I support everyone. I also recommend swimming. I can't swim, mate, I'd sink. I support everyone except Mercedes. I like their drivers, just not the team, but yeah, everyone. Burning 250 calories is way harder than eating 250 calories less. That is very true. I mean, you can undo like a 10k step walk with like a slice of pizza. It's really tough. 500 calories is not safe, but it is when you have this much stored fat. I've been doing it for like 2 weeks. I feel fine. Do you like Marvel? I mean, I haven't really watched any of it, but I don't mind it. I don't really watch films and like television shows in general. Sorry, I should be driving. It's just there's a lot of chat messages going on and I have to read the chat over the driving. Another yellow flag. Yo, how many people are going to crash this race? We're already losing 2. We're going to lose another. Oh, and there's a red flag as well. That is a very poorly timed red flag, though. I wish it was a few laps later. I am going to be able to change tyres, but I'm probably going to have to 2-stop from there. If you've got time to spend 3 hours a day, 6 days a week in the gym, it's real fun. Maybe, but I don't go outside much. So... Is Ferrari too biased for Leclerc? Maybe, but I suppose he has been there for, like, what, 6 years, so... If you want to start going gym one day, I might pay for your subscription. I can afford it. It's just there's quite a lot of things I'd like to spend my money on that isn't that. Maybe one day. Fasting is great because it allows ketosis. Yeah, that's exactly... I basically just sort of read up on that. I was like, yeah, that'll do. Just, yeah, go from there. Been your fan since F1 24 streaming days. That is a long time ago. I appreciate you sticking around. I mean, obviously... I did kind of just disappear off the internet for 5 months, but we're back. Have some self-respect, let the man drive. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't see any other F1 streamers getting this amount of, like, chat about, like, everything. But it's nice, at least it isn't just people going, yeah, you're fat, meh. You know, you can work out at home, you can. I don't know about you, but the AI on my game never crash. I'll have, like, the odd spin from an AI, maybe one every 5 races, but there is quite a lot of mechanical DNFs. My first car is including what you want to buy. It's like 20k. Maybe. Green beans and chicken breast are great. I mean, I eat a lot of chicken. I do. I eat a lot of chicken. Right. You're restarting the race. We're now on a 2-stop strategy on the medium tyres. There is a kind of world where the mediums go to the end, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Hang on. Whoa! There's been a murder on the track in front of me! There has been a murder, and I'm going 3 wide. Uh-oh, this is not going to work. Oh no, it's only 2 wide now. What happened there? Apparently it was my fault for colliding with Antonelli there, but we managed to gain a place, so I think 2, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, I just realised. Everyone who started on the mediums are in dreamland right now. They are in dreamland. They have the perfect amount of, like, tyre length to get to the end. Us medium runners are probably going to have to stop again. So that means anyone who started on mediums are going to get a free, like, top 5. That's a bit cringe. Oh, bollocks! Oh, I was locked in then. I had a little brief moment of pure, like, locked in, and then I just crashed. Sub, you rock, keep up the good work. Thank you, common man smelling of Hamish. That interesting name, thank you. Not to be that guy, but literally science shows by laughing and sleeping can literally do weight loss. We can literally sit here and relax and walk around doing everyday things and still get workout. I mean, they say you burn most of your calories in your sleep. But of course, my issue, it isn't eating bad. And it wasn't, you know, lack of exercise. It was just purely I was eating too much. I wouldn't be eating like loads of like, you know, confectionaries and all this unhealthy stuff. I was eating good, like a lot of your pastas and your rices and your chickens and your salads. It's just I'd eat a lot of that. And then when like, when I say exercise a lot, I don't. Most of my days I'm just sitting here. But yeah, that sort of just built on over the course of about 16 years. It builds up. Hello, I woke up 10 seconds ago, I'm dead serious. That was a bit like me today. I woke up at like 8 AM and like woke up like and got up immediately. Not because I thought, you know, let's make today productive. No, it's because I had the trots. Not happy with my pace right now. I don't think you have to pit, they might just last. Oh no, I don't have to pit. I started on the hards and I'm on the mediums, it's just I don't think the mediums are doing this many laps, and if they do, they're gonna be so dead by the end. Pretty much everyone that are on the hards right now are gonna get past me. So a sort of very good result is kinda out the window at this stage, which is tough. It was a red flag, right? Correct. Obviously, if there wasn't a red flag, I'd still be on the hard tyres now, and probably for another couple laps. That's what I was saying, if you started on the mediums, you're in dreamland. I reached 260 subs today, I had 270... Oh yeah, congrats, man. That's massive. You gotta celebrate those. I mean, I went from December last year until 2 weeks ago, I'd lost 2 subscribers in that massive period. I didn't upload anything, but still. And then all of a sudden, I've now gained about, what, 120? So it's massive when you get them little booms. It's fantastic. Just an odd question. Is people who are 420, I don't know what that means, I'll be honest. I'm not chronically online enough to know what 420 even means. I just know it's a funny number like 69. You know, if there's a red flag, I mean, obviously, if you red flag and pit from mediums to more mediums, then yeah, you do have to pit again. But if you go from like mediums to hards, then yeah, you can just stay out. That's why the red flag rule's a bit dumb. You shouldn't be able to change tyres. But then again, if you're not allowed to change tyres, a lot of drivers are going to come out and then of the red flag, start, then immediately go in the pits, and that sort of ruins the race a little bit. So, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. Smoked weed. Oh, right. I don't know. I know 3 people that smoke weed. Probably. Bless your heart, I'm not that innocent. Oh, let's try and get Alonso. Should be able to. He's got no DRS. I'm the quicker driver. In the quicker car as well. And go. Love you for that. Just a funny number. Insta-sub. Well, yeah. I mean, when you grew up basically on, like, I don't know. I've always seen that number for the last like 10 years and thought it just was just I knew it meant something, but I've never really looked into it, but now I know. Why that number? It could literally be any number. I mean, to be fair, you're talking to the person that's never smoked, never driven anything, never drunk anything, they're alcoholic, so yeah. I don't think I would know. But we're in the top 5 now, somehow. Pace seems good, but of course these tyres do have to go to the end. And they're already in the, you know, the 16%. Although it's not too bad. I'm definitely going to have to increase my brake bars a little bit. I think people who smoke, as long as you can function in society, I feel like they're chill. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, the 3 people I know are family members, so yeah, they're chill, but yeah. It's not it isn't like a full bang-on addiction that, like, fucks your brain up, then yeah, it's chill, whatever. Do what you want. I forgot to ask you yesterday to mod me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There you go. Do you think Max can win the championship? Yes. Why not? Like I said, if Red Bull can keep their car at the top like they've managed for the past 2 races, a track they've not been great at for the last couple of years in Singapore, and they're fast everywhere, then yeah. But of course it also massively relies on the McLarens cocking up a bit. If Piastri wins 1 or 2 of the next, like, 7 races, then Max can't win, I think. Or something along those lines. Use the battery more with the main straight, that's the plan. That's why I turn it off through, like, Sector 2, or, like, in between Sector 1 and 2. I just want to get my gap to P6 as large as possible, because then I'll have a better chance of keeping this top 5. This is good pace, actually. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, to be fair, I did qualify 2nd, a 10th off pole, so it makes sense, but at the same time, I mean, I didn't think I'd keep up with Verstappen like I am. Why have I got reduced harvesting? What does that even... why? I still don't understand how that works. Do playing car games really help your driving skills in real life? I have no idea, because I have never driven anything in real life, whether it's a car or a go-kart, I don't know, so I can't say. What AI percent? 110. Should I put 110 AI in my title, just so people don't have to ask? Maybe. I don't mind saying the same, answering the same question though. No big deal. Did you change your brake bias when you turned off ABS? I still use ABS, so no, I can't answer your question. As we go past Max Verstappen, the P4. I change it like I change my brake bias up when my tyres wear a bit. It makes the sliding a little bit less, but I still use ABS, so yeah. But obviously with ABS, depending on the corner, you change it all about. Rude? How's that rude? You need to like search what rude means. I guess you just said, should I add it in my title? Because I have like 10 people ask me every stream. So rather than having to, you know, type it and then wait for me to respond, they can just read the title. And there you go. I don't understand where you're getting that from. Ooh, we've got a very slidey baby now. What's the tyre wear like? Oh. It is in the high 20s, that's usually when it goes to shit. Definitely time to start saving my rears a little bit. Although that's one thing I can't do. I could be like Michael Schumacher level in this game, I still wouldn't be able to save my rear tyres, it just wouldn't work. And Common Man Smelling Like Hamish. Probably the strangest name I have ever seen in my life. With the 5 Australian... Do I just have loads of Australian viewers? That's super cool. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate that a lot. Now you're crashing out? No, I'm still on the track. I haven't crashed yet. I'm joking. I know what crashing out means. What's your tyre wear? It is... yeah. The rears are really struggling, as per usual. But the fronts are doing good. I thought it was the real Max Verstappen. I mean, why not? Use your imagination. Imagine one day I'm just streaming and he just starts walking towards me. That would be quite scary. To be fair, I have woken up quite a few times in the middle of the night, and I think Verstappen's a person in the corner of my room. And then my brain realizes, oh wait, no, it's just Max Verstappen. Don't worry. Of course, he's been living with me for like a year now, so he's got used to it. It's been such a fun race so far. I swear to all that's holy, if Singapore is raining, I will crash out, because that will just ruin the entire vibe. This track's a bit similar to Spa, really, and Saudi Arabia. If it was 100 laps, I would do it, because I just love this track so much. But again, I couldn't give you a reason why, I just sort of do. It's a bit like Spain. I can't tell you why I hate it, I just do. We also point out, I know I'm using a lot of my tyres, but I am faster than Norris, who was on the hards. Which at this point should be way faster. This is very good pace. If you had one wish, what would it be? I don't really know, to be honest. One's a bit demanding. I don't think I have just one. Hang on. Wait a minute. The front runners are stopping. And I'm now P3. Imagine sleeping and Max Verstappen starts playing. That would be horrifying. Although it wouldn't be so bad, because, I mean, if he hops on the CHECO grill, he'll probably win me a couple Grand Prix, so, you know, it'd be quite good, actually. Yeah, so you said that if I had one wish, what would it be? And then you said no money, because obviously most people's first wish would be infinite money. Actually, you know what I'd wish for? I'd wish for Sergio Perez to win a championship. That's what my wish would be. Where did you get the Max cut out? It was literally just on Amazon for like £30. And that's the reason it's him in like 2016. He time travelled. It's because that's the only one they do. I wanted to get a Sergio Perez one, but there isn't one of him like in a race suit. You can get a Sergio Perez cutout, but it's him in literally just like a suit, like a business suit. But it just looks wrong. Oh bollocks, that was really bad. Do I still get DRS? Sure. What game is this? Formula 1 2025, developed by Codemasters and published by... No. Lando Norris on the hard tyre is pitting. What? Yeah, it's F125 with mods. Thanks, no problem. I think I might, just so for the benefit of everyone interested, I might make a link tree of all of the mods that I'm using, like links to each individual one, and obviously the creator of them, and put them in my description, so that if anyone wants like the mods I'm using, although it would probably take like 10 seconds to find them, it'd be much easier if you could just go in my description, click the link, and there you go, you've got all of them. I'm also very impressed with how easy it was to set up. Mods has always been a tricky thing for me, obviously, like, you know, the early 2010s, you're trying to get Minecraft mods and it was just a nightmare, whereas this, I literally just install a program, and it basically just does it for you. Fantastic. Night, Chief. Good luck with the race. Alright, thank you very much for the donation, and just for being here. Thank you. My name is from Hamish, an Andy podcast. Long story, but it's a fragrant, stupid name, but it is the internet. Alright. Ain't a stupid name. It's just a unique name. I like it. Create a series when? That is one of my end goals, is to eventually get in create a series, but I don't really know what level, like what status of like size you have to be, because obviously there is a requirement. When you apply for it, they basically just say like, how many followers do you have? I don't know what that would be. So I think I did apply for it once, but it was a long time ago. I don't even think I had 1K on this channel yet. I also don't know if I'd be fast enough. I should probably watch one of their races and see what lap times they're doing and then compare it to mine, because I don't know if I'd even be quick enough. I mean, obviously, I'm a very competitive person, naturally. Losing really gets on my nerves. But, of course, the whole point of Create a Series is, you know, all of the, like, 7 people that still play this game for some reason get together, have a bit of fun. So even if I'm, like, bottom 5, it'll still be a good time. I have a 10-second gap to Carlos Sainz, and yeah, honestly, I don't mind if he passes me, because at the end of the day, I'm still on the podium. So let's see how much he catches me up throughout the next lap or so. You may make it. What wheel were you using? How much was it? I'm using a Thrustmaster T300 wheelbase, with a Thrustmaster open wheel add-on, is the actual name of the wheel. I don't know how much it goes for now. I know the wheel is about £100. When I got it, it was a little bit cheaper because I got it second hand. But then the wheelbase, I don't know. It might be about £200-300. But again, they're a bit old, and you could probably find one that works perfectly second hand, you know, your usual second hand places. And then my pedals, I couldn't tell you what my pedals are. I don't know. They might have come with the Thrustmaster as like a bundle. They might have been Logitech, I don't know. They're just some pedals. They're literally just 2 bits of metal on the floor, and that's it. So I couldn't tell you. I legit thought, why is Max behind him? Yeah, you're not the first person to think that. Also, can I just point out, my gap to Sainz is going up. I don't think he's pitted yet. I think my main battle is actually with Norris. But it's 16 seconds in like only a couple laps. So come on, Fat Crim, you can do this. I just wish Leclerc would have pitted, because that could have been a potential P1. You also feel the lack of slipstream? Oh yeah, it's definitely present. You can watch PGSL, and the pro, like the best drivers in the world, are 4 tenths behind a car, and they're just not slipstreaming at all. I think it's honestly just between multiplayer cars, because I do get an okay... No, I don't even get... No. I was going to say I get a little bit of a slipstream against like AI cars, but not against other player cars, but I don't. The slipstream is definitely worse this year. And also the dirty air is quite low as well, which I know they lowered it in real life, but overall it should be a lot lower in the game. Or well, no, not lower, but like dirty air should make more of an impact, is what I'm saying. What does crim mean? It's literally just crimson with the sun crossed out. I used to be a graphic designer like 5 years ago, and that was just my name, Crimson. And I thought Crimson is a very common name, like, or not name, but like alias. Like, there's a lot of Crimsons in the gaming world. Because I used to do stuff for like, you know, Rocket League and Overwatch and Apex Legends, like graphic stuff. So I took out the sun part, and that's basically it. And pretty much everything I do, my like 7 different channels I've got, all my socials, I've just always stuck with that little alias. Almost just binned it, that would have been quite funny. You right, Dustin? Yeah, it's quite funny really how my name literally just means nothing. I mean, of course, my name used to be Foot Crim, which everyone thought meant FIFA Ultimate Team. When I got raided by Tia McMardock on Twitch, he literally said, I think he plays FIFA. I haven't played FIFA a day in my life since 2021. So I'm glad I got rid of that. The F1 definitely makes my life easier because people know what they're watching as soon as they click on my channel. Are your tyres good or are you going to pit? I'm definitely not going to pit. I'm losing about 2 seconds a lap to Lando Norris, but there's such little laps left, I think I can survive. Tyre wear is pretty bad though. They are going to struggle to get to the end, but I think they'll get to the end. I'm hoping Norris just gets stuck behind Sainz for at least a lap or two. That's what's going to decide this, I think. If Norris gets past Sainz, like without any struggle, which he probably will because he's got the faster car, then I'm buggered. I think, actually, I don't know. 13 seconds is quite a lot. Might be alright. You good? I think so. You right, Midnight? I like how the tyres are so bad that I have to counter steer every single corner because there's like mid-corner oversteer. And Norris is now within Sainz's DRS, but they have an entire lap to go through where hopefully Norris will be stuck behind him. As you can see in the bottom left, Norris is stuck behind him. Come on, Sainz, do me a solid. You'd also get the exact same position you did in real life, but Sainz tells me that isn't going to happen because you've got 2 McLarens on way better tyres right up your ass. But at least Lando Norris can overtake, unlike in real life when he got stuck behind the second Red Bull, which is a bit embarrassing. Leclerc winning? I know, it's crazy. It just shouldn't really be a thing. The Ferraris have been unbelievable. If Hamilton was still in this race and he didn't have a mechanical DNF, he would have probably been second. They got 1 and 3 in quali, with me in second, and then I took an engine penalty and started last. And then Leclerc's he got pole. I think he's on for a Grand Slam, you know. He's got fastest lap, he had a pole, and he's led every lap. He has got a Grand Slam on. Fair enough. Sainz still P3? Yeah, but yeah. No. Right, Piush. Sorry if I butchered that. And there goes Norris through. I wouldn't be surprised if Piastri gets him as well. He probably will. And he does. The McLarens are now past Sainz, but there's only 2 laps left. Yeah. I'm definitely getting P2. There is no way they're catching me by 5 seconds a lap. Unless my tyre literally blows up and I have to do a Hamilton Britain 2020. Imagine if Leclerc crashes into the wall. Oh, please, that'd be so funny. Oscar was like, I don't want to do a last to first and just binned it. Pretty much, yeah. That's got to be one of the worst weekends for like a championship like favourite ever. Crashed in quali. No, he crashed. You know, he did crash in quali. He crashed in quali, stalled on the grid on the start of the race, and then binned it in the wall. On turn 6. Wonder why that happened, why it was so mistake prone. And of course then you got Lando Norris, who should have got a top 4 and really closed the championship lead, but now he just decided to stay in P7. I know overtaking was difficult, but my god, you're in a McLaren, mate, come on! You can give your excuses like, oh, the car isn't as easy to drive as you all think. No. You should have got a top 4. Or even a top 5. Anything. But we now begin the final lap of the race. Lando Norris has only caught me by 2 seconds. That's not enough. My tyres are barely going to make it. Look at that. 77%. Jeez Louise. That's barely going to survive. And also, how's Norris pulled that gap on Piastri? How's he got 3 seconds? Are you a Lando fan? Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I prefer a couple of other drivers like Verstappen and Leclerc and Ollie Behrman, but I like Norris. I like all the drivers. Why not? Yeah, I'm a Norris fan. if I was to pick who I'd rather win the championship, I'd pick Norris. I mean, I'd say mostly because he's British and I'm British, but at the same time, I also just prefer him. Yeah. What's Leclerc's fastest lap? It's probably something silly. But it's currently probably about 3 seconds quicker than what I'm currently doing. I don't know how I haven't crashed yet. I hope I'm not foreshadowing, but... Even Norris isn't a Lando fan. Yeah, probably not. He is catching very quickly. It's a good thing this lap is 26. This race is 26 laps long, not 28 laps long, because he would have got me. But Leclerc has been extremely dominant. Like I said, I think he's had a Grand Slam on, which is just ridiculous. I didn't realise I've had hot lap on, so I'm going to have no straight line speed down here, but that's fine, because who cares? We started P20, I qualified second, got dropped back to P20 because of a new engine, and after fighting back on really old tyres with a red flag, we come home where I should have started. That's decent. I will take that all day long. Only being denied by Leclerc in the fastest car this weekend, and he was seriously on one. That's great. GG's. Where are you from, though? From London. Been in London since I was born. Still am. Probably will never leave. Tough. But that was a fantastic race. You know, we had the red flag. I don't know why we had a red flag. I don't think anything really happened. But, you know, we had a red flag, so that's cool, I guess. And we take a P... Oh, my wheel is... Oh, my. My wheel is seriously falling apart. That's bad. Right. Yeah, that fastest lap. Only a 10th quicker than me. Yeah. Not bad, that. It was... I mean, the fastest lap was quite competitive, really. I mean, look. 42-2, 3-2, and 1. Even Ocon, look, he finished P11 and a 42.185. Impressive. Congrats, mate. Thanks. That was a very fun race. Look at that, finished 18 seconds behind and I scored 18 points. That's quite funny, isn't it? I want to see my lap times, though. It's going to be quite funny. So, obviously, the mediums by about here shouldn't really work. And you can see just the natural decline in performance. It goes from a 44... to, you know, 44.6, 44.5, and then 45.2. So a 7/10th loss, and then another 8/10th loss. Remarkable. Can we see your wheel? We should donate to get Krim a new wheel. No, you seriously don't have to. Like, you don't. I only put it there because Streamlabs told me to. What are your thoughts on the Azerbaijan Grand Prix? I thought it was alright. You streaming tomorrow? Probably. Got nothing else to do. What was I going to say? Yeah. My standards for a good race really aren't that high. Like, that race was decent. I'd say like a 6 out of 10. You know, the battle for the podium. Max winning, which is great because I like Max. The McLaren stinking up the gaff was quite funny. Yeah. Love that. Yeah. He's chilling. He's been there for ages. He probably needs a bath, to be honest. He hasn't, you know, bathed in like a year. I might be able to show you my wheel, maybe. Ah. Okay, mate, good knowing you. Goodbye. Alright, see you later, Asher. Thanks for stopping by. Have a quick look at the standings. I am now ahead of... Oh, wow, what a weekend! I've managed to jump not just Hamilton, I've also jumped Russell. Also, I think that's Hamilton 2 DNFs in a row. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, Max is looking straight into my soul. Yeah, I did position him so he would be doing that. I did that on purpose. The championship battle is massively heating up at the top, though. Max Verstappen, bit of a stinky race. Did he even get in the points? Oh, he got a P5, but Leclerc winning means that there is a 12-point gap between Norris and Piastri and only a 16-point gap back to Charlie. Verstappen's still in it, and actually, I'm not too far out of it. 76, there's like 10 races left. Who knows? Oh, mate, just joking. I mean, to be fair, it's not that big of a deal. I can do it. We love Maximilian. Oh, we do. We don't. We really don't mind him on the channel. All right. Oh, I didn't realize my hair's still doing a David Louise. Nice. Alright. Come on. Load up for me, baby. There you go. Whoa! Why did that happen? I was listening to Spotify on my PC and it just doubled in volume and scared the shit out of me. Alright. Hang on a minute. And... how the fuck do I get my phone to flip round? Whoa! What is that advert? Jesus Christ! I've been scared the shit out of me. Stop! What? Oh no! That scared the shit out of me! My god, okay, yeah, this might not be doable. It was working. What is oh, I see. Okay, alright. Hang on. Oh, that was funny, but also very scary. I can't get the fucking thing to, like, go landscape. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, I did it. Right, hang on. Here we go. Activating B-cam. Dun da da da. Oh. Oh, that's got a bit wrong. Why is it doing that? Here we go. B-cam. Look at that. Unbelievable stuff. Haven't even been looking at chat. What a horrible streamer I am, eh? Alright, there we go. Bang! Wheel! Fantastic! There it is. Wide shot. Close in. Wow, look how like wrecked this thing is. So we've got duct tape here. This bit's just falling off. There's a bit of tape falling off there. There's a dent in it there. Can you like see the dent? Probably not. There's a dent in it. This screw's missing. This button doesn't work. It's in an absolute state. But yeah, that's me Thrustmaster. That's me wheelbase. It's very dusty because my room has no ventilation. You right, mate? Hello. Goodbye. Alright, that'll do us. Lovely. Smashed it. Alright, back to Formula 1 racing. Let's go. Constructor standings, we are now on 231 points. Ocon cooking as well on 47, which is fantastic news. We could be in with a shout of Mercedes, maybe even Red Bull. Right, Lorenzo, what happened? Did you punch it? No? Yeah, I did. I think it was the, I can't remember. I think it was the first month I had it. I proper, like, Mayweathered it. Like, proper haymaker. And yeah. And it's just stayed ever since. Alright, I think we can move on. Do we need to look at anything else? I don't think so. What I wanted to, actually, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at my lap times here, which was what? Yeah, 45s and 6s. Norris was doing 42s. He was 3 seconds a lap quicker than me, and I managed to survive. But decent race, lovely stuff. I think today or tomorrow, I did buy a new webcam, because this webcam I'm using only does 720p at 60 FPS. I bought a new camera that does 1080p at 60 FPS. So I think what I might do is use this webcam and put it behind me or something and have like a second camera, or maybe I can have a pedal cam. I see a lot of sim racers have a pedal cam, although that wouldn't really be that... You'd just see some ugly feet pressing 2 pedals. There's nothing really going on, but still, maybe, who knows? Right, contract performance update. Yep, I'm quite above that. I'm supposed to be going for a target rating of like, what, 67 or something, and I'm currently on like 75. Nice. Goals, I still don't know what these do. Oh, failure chance of all upgrades reduced by 30? Does that stack? So does that actually be 60, or is it just 30? I don't know. We'll do this one, though. And then that. And then that. Actually, that. And then that. Nice. Engine. I'm not actually going to use my new engine because it's Singapore. There isn't really a straight line, so I'm just going to go with this one. Yep, nice. Keep that on. That. Decent. Right, can we get a new upgrade? Should be able to. 900 resource points. Do we want rate distribution or reduction? Probably reduction. Actually, no, we want straight line speed. Now, give me this. Oh, it's only 200. Bargain. And that one. 300. Bang, look at that. Quality bit of shopping there by Fat Crim. Unreal. Do we have any upgrades coming? We do. We have a durability upgrade. We can't... Oh, wait, yeah, wait. Sorry, I didn't... Alright, wait. There you go. If you tell me, by the way, that's huge from you. Well, that's ginormous. I did a stream a couple weeks ago. I did a 100% race at Monza. Got 50% of the way through it, just for me to find out my stream had been stuttering and was unwatchable the whole time. So thank you very much, both of you. Real Skeptics and Lorenzo for telling me. Because that saved a massive, not only disaster for the current stream, but also the absolute fury and rage of finding out after that was, you know, how it was. Anyway, Singapore, let's go. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know if any of you are familiar with OBS, but I can't use window capture or game capture. To record this, I have to use display capture, which I'm pretty sure is, like, worse. So, I don't know how to fix that. Like, if I go on here, I only fiddle about this quick, but if I go on game capture, and I choose, like, this, it's recording F125. Does it work? Because it might just work now. Okay, it does, but, like, I don't know, is it any better? I'm not sure. You know, we'll just stick with what I'm currently using so that we don't risk any major interruptions. Alright, begin. We have a braking fault system. I've said that the wrong way round, haven't I? Meant to be braking system fault, that's good. I'm hoping the rain isn't here immediately. Oh god, the rain is coming. No, I wanted to do this practice session without it, for God's sake, right. Car setup, we won. Singapore. I think this is the first time I'm doing Singapore on this year's game. So I have no idea how this is going to go. Of course, pretty much every track remaining on the calendar I haven't driven at yet, but also, it isn't like I've never driven at them before. I do know how to drive on them, I'm just saying, I won't be able to find that extra 10 immediately. And the rain is on its way. Absolute bummer, because I might actually need some practice around here. Already skidding. Great. Oh my. Yeah. This is horrifying! Why don't you race in cockpit view? because it's very I wasn't looking. It's very difficult. Well, actually, no, I can drive in it. It's just, it's considerably slower than this view, so... Shout out TV Pod Offset. So that's what we're currently using. I'm surprised no one's ever asked about my camera settings before. This isn't, like, drivable, by the way. I'd be surprised if I can actually complete this program with, like... Actually, it doesn't really matter if I do it all. I can just use quick practice, but... There's not really a point in me doing practice programs in the wet that I'll be too slow to complete when the race is going to be dry. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit pointless. Good point. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I started in the cockpit view when I first started playing, I'll be just as fast as I am now, but I've always... Everyone uses this view. Maybe one day, just for a good bit, just for a laugh. Is it Australia? No, mate, this is Singapore. Alright. Here we go. I can't see! Don't get me wrong, this view is great. I enjoy my time using it, I'm just slow. Good fun. I know most people will probably turn the halo off, but you know, let's keep it on. Why not? Woohoo! Alright, enough of that. That's a weird view, to be honest. I prefer the previous one. I think everyone does. Cockpit's just good when you're by yourself and it's just a bit more realistic, but overall, meh. Meh. Alright, is it gonna, like, dry? Yes! Dry up, please. I want to be able to do the rest of these programs. Quick, quick, quick. Quick. Quick! Is it gonna be nighttime soon? Like, come on, please! Oh, wow. 4.2 seconds off the pace. Nice. Why is the timer just going up? It said 5, then it said 10, then 15, then 30, now 45. Is it actually just gonna... Are you just gonna keep going up? Is it gonna say 1 hour? It actually is. Wow, look at that. Bloody hell. Whoever is running these, like, you know, satellites to, like, get the weather, they need to be sacked immediately. Because, like, they're not doing their job. Oh, okay, right, nice. So it go... Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, DNA, welcome back. I remember you. We now have a fully dry circuit, so I can actually complete my practice programs, which is nice. Good bit of race strategy. This is actually a very good program. I get to find out where I can save my overtake throughout the lap. Although, to be honest, I might not even need to, because you don't really use that much around here. Probably like sector 2, innit? Because like there's a lot of fast like corners. There's not much like acceleration going on. You the go? Yeah? Why? Yeah, I am actually. Thanks. I think I am the go. I mean, to be honest, I can't really think of anyone in the world that's faster than me. I am the best driver in the world. I'm thinking I turn my overtake off, not my overtake, my ERS at this corner. Oh, I've hit the wall. Nice one, bell end. It's still a bit affected by the wet, Yeah, that seems to work. I gain about, what, 17% or something? I suppose we could also turn it off through here, huh? We could go like this. And round. That didn't really gain me anything. That wasn't worth it. Oh, my arms are killing me. My name is The Goat. That's a pretty interesting name. Hello, The Goat. Well... Turn it off, we'll see what you're made of. No, I'm alright. I need my arms to be stronger because I'm driving a car on a game and they're ruined. I think I only do the 3 laps, I can't really be bothered doing 5. You alright, Novusum? Sorry if I butchered that. Turn the ERS off, let's see what you're made of. What? You mean turn it... What? How does turning my ERS off prove skill? Oh, so... oh. Man's arms are tired after 2 laps? Well, no, it's more like the last sort of 3 or so hours, but yeah. So you think after the fact so you think for the last hour and 40 minutes I've just been sat here like, hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm not going to drive yet, I don't want to. Nah, I can't always do the other, so why not? Oh, my eyes. Tyre wear, what are we looking at? That's very good. We should be able to just one-stop this. 2 match... Just said 2 laps? I don't think I did. Too much ham and no word I don't know what you're going on about. Definitely need to change the differential though. My god, that Red Bull is quick. Okay, maybe I don't have pace this weekend. That... Please don't let that be so no, that'd be embarrassing. Only time a big man would be able to drive. Bro, I got no G-force and tired as fuck. Okay, you are greatly exaggerating what I said. That's got to be top 10 greatest exaggerations ever. Change your diet? I have done, mate. It truly amazes me that there are people in the world that think that because I look the way I am, it means that... Oh, I don't even fucking know anymore. I feel like I've said it 60 times today. Top 10 fattest F1 driver? No, I'm probably top 1, let's be honest, but like, you don't need to be an utter cock about it. It's like people think that like when they call me these things and say things about it, it's like I don't realise it. It's like, yeah, I know I'm overweight. I realise that because I have been for 16 years. I sort of understand it at this point. You know what I mean? So I just stop. Although to be fair, if you're gonna pick on anyone, pick on me because I can take it. There are people that can't, and that'd be bad. You probably have no friends. You have 2 friends. Cool. Even I've got more than that. That's impressive for just some fat loser, isn't it? Damn. Turn the racing line off and see how you race without it? No. You would just see me crash, and then crash again, and then crash again, and then I would turn it back on. So, now I'm alright. You know what? I'll be a bit lighter. If you said that an hour ago, I would have just instantly removed you, but I can't be bothered. If you watch the Delta, you're losing the straight. I think that's just because I'm not using as much overtake. Alright, let's wait until the end for quali. Or quali simulation, so we can get the optimum track conditions. Name a car for an edit. An F1 car, or like an actual car? That's Trained Butter Blob. Just banter? I don't think saying change your diet's banter, that's just mean. If banter is like that person that's called me Ayrton Send Food, because that was funny. Whoever, I forgot their name, but whoever said that, that was funny, good one. Name a car for an edit. I feel like I've been asked that before. You know, do a Volkswagen Beetle. That's cold. Don't feel bad about this. They are bad, you are good. At least you are doing something to support your family and not them. Yeah, see, I don't think that deep about it, but thank you. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but... I mean, you say support your family, but I don't know shit doing this. And that ain't really the goal, to be honest. I mean, I don't do anything, so why not just do this, have a bit of laugh with you lot? I'll be playing the game anyway, why not stream it live? Edward Send Food. Driving a Red Bull? Maybe one day, I don't know. How difficult is it if you use the cockpit camera? It's not impossible. I can drive with it. I'm just about maybe half a second a lap slower than this. But I can drive with it. It's not like I'm sat there like banging into walls. I can do it. I just choose not to. My God, what is... Turn my differential up. I'm skidding all over the place mid-corner. That is egregious. It's a good thing this lap doesn't really matter in the long run, because it's to be an absolute stinker. Like, I've properly stunk up the gap with this lap. I hope when I get into actual quali, the car's behaving a bit more nicely. If not, I'll put it on the naughty step. great. I'm a sucker at this game. Well, whoa, that was quite fun. How did that happen? I managed to skid while turning. I mean, it's because I'm reading chat, but at the same time, that's quite impressive. Hey, if you're not careful, that can happen. Although, if that was an actual corner, that wouldn't happen. That's sort of like the same as the, you know the Las Vegas corner just before you go down the back straight? That's literally that. So why don't you skid there? Maybe it's because there's no rubber in it. Yeah, that'd be fine. Alright, call me cringe using a flashback, but I'm doing it. Screw you. I know there's going to be at least, like, 2 people that are going to get seriously, like, annoyed because I used a flashback. Or, sorry, as they call it now, rewind. Yeah, let's change the name, because that will change everything. That'll make people love our game if we call them rewinds. You know, instead of flashbacks. Can you please play in the rain next race? Well, I can't decide the weather. I am not God. But, yeah, unfortunately you might have to wait until it decides to rain again. Probably like Brazil, let's be honest. How much that steering wheel cheating get? I mean, I don't think... No, cheating would be like, you know, having a better, you know, a much better engine than the rest of the field, having more ERS. I don't think using something that's part of the game that 90% of the players use is a cheat, but thank you anyway. How much that steering wheel cost? The actual wheel, probably about £80–90. The wheelbase, maybe like $250. I think it was that much when I got it anyway, like 4 years ago. It might be a bit cheaper now. Could you tell me your PC spec? Well, I've got 2, but the one I'm currently using, the good one that's running the game and streaming at the same time, I think I have it written down somewhere. Let me try to find it. Oh, hang on, me Google Chrome's crashed. I can't see YouTube chat. Hold up. Let's sort that out first. I don't know why that happens. You can tell the difference in PC, though. This one is able to run F125 at max settings and stream at max settings. This PC can't even use Google Chrome without crashing. It's quite a stark difference. Hang on. Pop out chat. And then go on to the short stream. Pop out chat. And then minimize that. You. Oh, bollocks. Hold on. Trying to do this in one hand is quite tricky. Why do you bully him? Can you do a 131 in Singapore? I can go way faster than a 131, to be fair, but they're not obviously... They're not bullying me, and they're also not talking about my speed. They're talking about just the way I play the game. What PC do you have? That is what I'm trying to find out. I believe I have it written down somewhere. I'll have to try and find it. I know surely I must have it. I mean, I could just go in the, See, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to PC stuff. Well, I'm not, but, like, finding out my specs. I can tell you, like, the, I can tell you some of the stuff. The processor is a Ryzen 9 7900 12-core. So, pretty good. 32 gigs of RAM. Where's the graphics card? Hang on, I know I can find the graphics card. I need to open this. I know there's a much easier way to do this, but I don't know how to do it. I have to go on individual programs to find out. Hang about, here we go. The graphics card is a Radeon RX 7800 XT. I don't know if any of this means anything to you, but I'm just telling you what it is. What else in a PC? I don't know, it's just sort of that. It is it's a custom built, it's not pre-built, through probably like 2 years of saving up stuff. Like, saving up money to buy it. It's very good. Can I see OBS output stuff? Yeah, I suppose so. There's literally nothing in it. I mean, obviously, this is just normal. My settings is literally just... I have all this off because I don't use it. I use advanced. I've got the I stream at 5900. YouTube can handle more, but Twitch doesn't. So for Twitch, I just leave it at 5900. There's that. I don't know what this means, but I just put it on slow. So why not? I used to use this, rescale output, but for some reason, it made my stream stutter, so I don't use it now. The recording, if you're interested, is just this. It's just normal. It's quite a high bitrate, I think, but, you know, I want the highest quality, especially for my upcoming video that I'm trying to work on. Audio's just this. Nothing, I don't know what any of this means, but there you go. And then video is just that. That's it. It's nothing crazy. I think it's all fairly standard. It's basically just, if you were to go online and just Google, like, OBS best stream settings, you'll probably find what I put in. I think what I'll do as well, just for, like, in the future as well, is that if someone comes into my chat and asks about my PC, I'll find out everything about it. So obviously the RAM, the graphics card, the processor, the case. I'll find out everything about it, and I'll just write it down somewhere, and I can just like click on it and show you lot, rather than me having to try and find it everywhere in different places. Because obviously it isn't a like I said, it's a custom, it ain't a pre-built, so there's obviously all different bits. But yeah, it's extremely good. I never really used it. I mean, I've had it for like a few months now. I've always still just used PlayStation to like record and like play games and stuff with my Elgato and things. But for this series, I thought, hang on, if I can get it to work, I could just use mods and it'll be fantastic. Best decision I ever made, because wow, this is so good. I can use mods and have like obviously all the livery changes and all that stuff. And then even just like things I wasn't really realizing, like photo mode. There is so much more you can do with photo mode. And obviously as a graphic designer, and like... I thought you said the race was going to be dry, EA. Can we figure this shit out? Quali, I mean, not the race, but still. Oh, I'm going out in Q1. It's ropes. It's done. I'm gone. There is no hope. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly, oh, Noonar. Alright, let's just up that as a start. And, see how we get on. I'll be very surprised if I'm in Q2. That's the level we're at. Azerbaijan, I was like, no, Q3 is the minimum. And honestly, if this was in the dry, I'd probably say the same. Q3 is the minimum. However, now it's raining, Q1 would not be a surprise, and going into Q2 would be a Christmas miracle. Now, one thing I have learned from Austria in this series is that on my first run, I was really quick and I was actually P1, but then all of the AI managed to find about 2 seconds. So this first lap is kind of completely irrelevant. It's more for practice than anything. I'm hoping that my new wet weather abilities that I've picked up from a few people like giving me tips in my chat and also just playing more, I'm hoping that is going to like help out, but yeah, in the long run, I don't think it's going to do much. I mean, yeah, I can already see I'm skidding about everywhere. Let's up the brake bias and also up the differential by quite a lot. Oh, that's made a world of difference. I'm no longer skidding mid-corner. I can also feel the rears locking up, which is quite interesting because I have ABS on, so I'm not sure how that works, but whatever. My eyes are so dry right now, I can't even blink. Alright, come on. So look, I might be 2 seconds up right now. That doesn't mean shit. That means nothing. Like, literally nothing. It's encouraging, because like, it means like maybe I have some pace for once, but overall, I'm gonna have to do another lap regardless. I might be wrong, and yeah, I might be wrong, and Austria might just be a one-off and it's just weird. But in Austria, after my first run, I was first by about a second. I didn't do a second run because I'm a second ahead, it's all good. I ended up dropping down to P17, which in Austria turned out not to be that bad. You can already see I'm down to P13 already, so... Uh-oh, I didn't even make it. Alright, well, we're P13, I guess. I mean, we're through, so that's great. But at the same time, I didn't think I wouldn't make it. I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky... Look at that. Look at the... Wow! 3 seconds? Jesus, willikers. I'm a very lucky boy to still be in this qualifying session. Right, well, lesson learned. My AI difficulty is on 110. Oh, it's dry now as well. Oh, blessed. I am blessed. I'm not religious, but I am blessed because, yeah, that has saved me, like, really bad. This also means I can afford to do 2 runs, which I'm gonna do, I think. Well, I'll be honest, I saw that there was... I went out the garage when there was, what, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left? I thought that was more than enough to get the line, but I was about 20 seconds short. So, for all you that don't know, if you're in Singapore, in qualifying, in the wet, go out when there's about 3 minutes and 20 left, or else you won't make it. Nice. Alright. Begin! I did 1 lap on the softs in practice, and it was an egregious lap, so I'm hoping this will be enough, but at the same time, it might not be. So that's how the game works. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Having to fight my life on 70. To be fair though, I have played F1, or all of the games, for thousands of hours over like 5 years, so I feel like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Right, well, I completely butchered that, which means I will have to wait until the end of quali, and I'm going to have one opportunity to put in a 1 minute 30.1, or else I'm gone. Now, typically, I would have just used a flashback there. However, I might as well make the, you know, the quali a bit more intense by, like, you know, I need to do this lap. It's a do or die moment. If I don't put this lap together, I'm gone. And there's 2 sides to this, really. A, I might just crash again, in which case I probably would just flashback, call me cringe, whatever, I don't care. Also, I might just not be fast enough, so let's find out. I should be. But at the same time, I'm not too sure. Welcome back, DNA. There's like 70 odd people that come in and say said hi in my chat, and I never know, like, I always think they're AI, but obviously that's not true. Or maybe, I don't know, but like, is it like something you can like type? Or no, is it like a... You know when like you first DM someone on Discord, you can like say like press hello and it will send like a little emoji or something. Is that like YouTube Shorts? Because I've never used it. Can you like press a button and it will just type in my chat said hi? Because that's what it's like. Yeah, like 90 people say that in my stream, and I just immediately assume they're not real. It says it's a Haas. It's a livery self-made. Unfortunately, just in general, there isn't a mod that makes CADILLAC replace an entire team. Only the livery. No, the livery is not made by me. It's made by someone who I forgot the name of, which is quite poor. On overtake.gg, just search Cadillac, and it was either a red livery that replaces Haas, or a blue livery that replaces Racing Bulls. And I thought, this is just, you know, American team and all that. It makes sense. We also take a P4. There is a button. I'm so glad you said that, because that clears everything up now. Because, like, yeah, I don't watch shorts in general, let alone streams. So I see, like, it's just a mod. Yes, it's literally just a mod that replaces the Haas livery with a Cadillac one, and that's it. I've also got mods for every other team. So yeah, that's it really. On to Q3. But yeah, no, genuinely, since I started, like, streaming on shorts and getting all these views, I literally put hashtag shorts in my description, by the way, so if you're streaming on shorts, put hashtag shorts in your description, it'll bang, because this is not normal, getting all these, like, thousands of views. I don't know how many I'm on now, but yeah. What a lap! Not bad at all. I could go faster, but I could have gone way slower. You know, genuinely, though, for, like, the first, like, 2 weeks of this, I just thought when someone said hi, it was an AI, because it makes no sense. So there's a button you can press that puts said hi, but it also doesn't make any sense. Why does it not just say, like, hello, or hi, or anything? I don't know, that's a bit weird. But yeah, Q3 time, got brand new set of tyres, everything's ready. All I need to do is not bottle it, and we might have a little top 6 or 7 on. I don't remember what my lap time was, but I want to try and beat Ocon. That's my main target. So we need to go for a 1:29.6. Let's go. 29.6. I don't know if that's fast. Like I said, I don't remember my Q2 lap because I have short-term memory loss. I don't actually. I feel bad for people that do. I shouldn't joke about that. Anyway, we're off. Got plenty of time. I'm now paranoid about not making the line, so I went out about, yeah, as you can see, 40 seconds too early. All good, though. Begin. Oh, I'm doing the esports thing now. I'm going really wide into turn. That was just subconsciously as well. I didn't even mean to. Am I the only one that finds that a little bit... Cringe is the wrong word. But, like, when they go, like, right to the edge of the track, I find that a little bit, like, I don't know. I don't like it. That's why I don't really watch esports. Although, to be fair, I will say, the F1 esports scene, and especially, like, Jana Watmir and, like, Lucas Blakely and all them lot, they're the only reason this game still has any slight interest. That's a lie, actually. Obviously, Arava and Tim McMardock and Thom and all them lot are also helping. But my point is, like, Jana Watmir, when he's, like, racing professionally, he gets, like, 6k viewers. No other streamer gets remotely close to that. So, yeah, shout out the esports scene. Although, of course, this game is a bit of a joke when it comes to esports, so not right. The esports thing in real life could have a risk of deleting your lap. Yeah. I think, didn't Antonelli do that in Bahrain? It was, like, joked about. Like, in Bahrain, he was, like, going to the right edge of the track and, like, risky track limits. This lap's been quite good, by the way, apart from Sector 3. I think there could have been a pole position on there. Hang on. What's the gap? Oh, okay, so it's quite big. I don't care anymore. Yes! P2! Go on! My lap was a 29.6. Oh, so I just went 1.4 seconds quicker than myself. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm happy with that. That was a very solid lap. There was a pole position on. I completely, utterly binned Sector 3. But at least it's 2/10. If I was behind George Russell by 10 milliseconds, then I would be annoyed. But I'm 2/10 behind. I can celebrate that, you know what I mean? Yeah, look at the Sector 3. I was 3/10 off. Sector 2, I was 2/10. Oh, wow, it's literally just my Sector 1. I was like, what, 2.5 tenths quicker? Yeah, it makes sense. Who put that wall there? It wasn't the wall. Actually, it was, but the corner entrance was smelly. That's what done me in. It's good though, actually. Absolutely. I mean, let's be real. I know the Haas, or the Cadillac. I need to stop saying Haas. I know it says Haas. It's a Cadillac. The Cadillac car is way better than it was. It used to be the second or third slowest. It's now, I believe it's McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, us. And we're quite close to Mercedes and Ferrari. So our car is no longer slow. Esteban Ocon getting into Q3. That was like a fantasy, a miracle if that happened before. Now it seemed like a more consistent thing. So P2 ain't bad. My point is, I'm still in a midfield car and I'm still getting these top threes. So fantastic. Race time. Let's go. Please don't be a wet race. I didn't see wet. And I think I have the weather forecast on, like, perfect. So, please? I mean, to be fair, my wet pace weren't even that bad. I got top 13. That's pretty good for me. And it does say dry, so you never know. To be fair, if I can jump Verstappen at the start, which is going to be difficult, but if I can, there might be a P1 on, because of course overtaking around here is nigh on impossible. It's also very easy to cheese it. You can literally just turn off your ERS for the entire lap, and then just dump the overtake down the straights, and then you'll be fine. You'll be slow, but as long as you have track position, you'll be fine. It's a bit like Monaco. It's slightly less severe, but the same thing applies. Unless, like, obviously, if it's a real person, they can probably overtake quite easily. But when you're against AI like these lot, who aren't, you know, the biggest brain boxes, yeah, you can cheese it a bit. Midfield car in real life, but now it's a Cadillac. Yeah, but even so, it's still a midfield car. I'm still got the 5th fastest car. Realistically, going by performance, we should be aiming for, like, P10, P9, P8, not P2. So I am still massively outperforming the car. And if we get a little bit better, like top 3, I should be challenging for wins, which is dumb, because it's my first season. I've already won 2 races, should have won 4. But I don't care, because I'm on the highest difficulty. There's not much else I can do other than self-sabotage, which I'm not going to do. Behrman? I mean, yeah, Behrman. Great driver. I forgot, I was doing Monza yesterday, or day before, and I just kind of completely forgot that, like, Behrman, I was literally saying, Ollie Behrman must have done nothing this season, because I don't remember seeing him on the grid, and I remembered, yeah, it's because I'm the one that replaced him. In hindsight, I wish I had Ollie Behrman as my teammate, because Ocon's a bit of a prick, I won't lie. 5th fastest, not bad Q3 lap for the 5th fastest car. That's what I mean. I've had... When I won my first race at Monaco, I had the slowest car, and now, yeah, the upwards trend is pretty good. Oil up, Behrman. That's a bit dodgy. Oil up. Next week is the Singapore Grand Prix. It is. I'm very excited. I might actually come back to doing watch-alongs, which I used to do. What is that strategy, by the way? What are they trying to make me do? I think I want to do the mediums first, because I'm going to need that pace. Yeah, I want mediums first, please. There we go. Thank you! 70% tyre wear! Woo! I'm probably going to have to pit on lap 14. I think that's what I'm going to do. Jeez Louise. Poor Piastri, very true, poor Piastri. He's still winning the championship, though. Don't get it twisted. He'll win the championship all day long. Why is Verstappen behind me? It's a good question. He's been there for ages. He won't leave my room. I keep telling him to. Like, please leave. Give me some personal space. He just never does. He's just always there. Right, so it seems I made the good choice on the tyres because my direct rival for this race is on the same tyres. So the plan is stay with Verstappen, or if I don't, just stay in P2 and then try and undercut him. That's the plan. Who do we think wins this race? I think me. I can do a little 2022 replication. Spam my gear pedals because it warms up the gearbox. Huzzah. My race starts have been pretty poor this season and in this game in general. I've had a couple good ones. I need a really good one right now because I can get past Verstappen. I've got the inside line and everything. Yep, I'm done. See you later. Look at that! What a start! That's exactly what I wanted. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Leave. Let's go. Come on! That felt good as soon as I, like, you know, dropped the clutch. Throw a Red Bull out of the house and lock the door. You want me to play fetch with Max Verstappen? Not a bad idea, actually. You've done it, I have done it. There is 31 laps though, which is quite long, but like I said, I should be able to cheese this slightly. This is like 2022, because Sergio Perez started second, didn't he? And then he overtook Leclerc in the first corner. The only difference is that I'm in a Cadillac, my rival's in a Red Bull, and my rival isn't Leclerc, it's Verstappen. But apart from that, and of course that was a wet race, this is dry, this has been a pretty much replica of his race. Now I just need to finish in first with about, what, like a 7-second gap or something? Doable. Oh, I forgot about my brake and everything. I forgot to change it back. Wow, I really did have a pole position on there. Because I've still got all my old, like, differential settings. I didn't change it from the web. I'm pretty sure this is on 40, so we'll return that to 40.
40.
Verstappen will win with a 10-second penalty. Did he actually get a penalty? I don't remember. Oh, no, I think he got a 5-second penalty, didn't he, Sergio Perez? In 2022 Singapore? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. What AI? The highest you can go! Oh shit. I'm not driving very well, I'll be honest. I'm having a bit of a stinker so far. V10 sound in 2025, it sounds fantastic, doesn't it? I do have a V12 and a V8, and unfortunately they just don't sound very good. They're a bit muffled. 111. I actually need to up the difficulty though. I shouldn't be in this position. Because like in F1 24 I never did I did 110 on maybe like Jeddah, Monaco and Spa, and that was it. Whereas on this game, it's 110 on every track, including my really, really bad ones, like Miami and Spain and like all them lot. It just shouldn't really be a thing. And I don't think I've got any better. I think the AI are just slower than last year and the year before that. Because I'm pretty sure last year they literally released a patch that made the AI quicker from 100 to 110. They need to do that again, because yeah, this is a bit too easy. Increase fuel mix to max. Not sure you can do that anymore. Hang on. What's this Oscar Piastri pace? Also, Ocon's DNFing, which is tough. Ah, so Piastri is the one with the real race pace. That's good. I'm pretty sure Perez started running in the 2022 Singapore after hearing the word safety car infringement. He did. I remember his engineer was like, okay, let's disappear, which was just ice cold. And then he just took off and won by like 7 seconds. I think he got a 5-second penalty. But I think the debate was that he got a 5-second penalty, but he infringed it twice. So they were like, oh, surely he gets a 10-second penalty, but he didn't. Luckily as well. Say the name of a car in F1 and exclude a Red Bull car. I'll work on a video modification. Do a... What's like a night... I don't really know car models. Do like a 2019 Toro Rosso, because that's my favourite car. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. V10 engine to increase the... yeah. Watching from the Philippines? That's super cool. That's like... that's pretty far away, really, isn't it? Speaking of Singapore, does anyone remember last year Ricciardo's last lap? Yeah, that was emotional, really, because he got the fastest lap, took it off Norris, and it was just a bit of a letdown, really, because there wasn't any official announcement until after the race. Everyone knew, but they still didn't say anything about it. I would have given him until the end of the season, personally. There wasn't really a reason. Their car wasn't good. He was their most experienced driver. You might as well just keep him for the next, like, 6 races and then let him go. My take on, like, Ricciardo is that obviously it's a shame he isn't on the grid anymore because of his, like, personality, but realistically, late 2023, he was quite good. I remember him, like, Mexico and Brazil being really fast, but he wasn't really doing anything to, like, stay on the grid compared to, like, your Liam Lawson and your Tsunoda and Hadjar. So I can see why he's no longer on the grid and why he's basically said I don't want to come back unless it's like a top team, which won't happen. But also it is obviously a shame he isn't there anymore, because he was quite cool. Watching from Estonia. There is really people everywhere, huh? Yeah, Oscar, grow up, mate, that isn't going to happen. So here's what I was saying about this track, is that Oscar is way quicker than me, but it's Singapore, you can't really overtake. And if he does, I'll just outbrake him, so he's just going to be stuck behind me, unfortunately for him. At least until, for the next, like, 9 laps as well. Watching from North Korea. That's the first one. Is that you, Kim Jong-un? Surely. It is crazy how I've had so many people from all over the world, like, watch me, but I've never seen anyone say I'm watching from, like, Bristol. Like, is there any, like, British people watching? Like, some fellow countrymen? Because that's where most of my viewers are from. Belgium. Shout out Belgian waffles. And Spa. Wow, Piastri is not trying very hard to overtake me there. He can easily just match my braking. I'm not even braking late, I'm braking normal. And he still can't get past. That is pretty shocking. Bo's redeeming Oscar from Baku. Pretty much, yeah. He went from, 0 points. I think he got, P3 in my Azerbaijan race earlier today. And now he's, he's P2 and probably going to end up winning, because I know I'm going to bottle it at some point. look who's joined us as well. I've held up Piastri for so long that Verstappen's actually come back. This is where, like, my tyre wear comes into play. I definitely have the worst tyre wear on the grid, you can see it. I was faster than Verstappen for the opening sort of 5 or 6 laps. All of a sudden, my tyres get to about 20% worn, and then I'm buggered. Piastri's way quicker than me, Verstappen's way quicker than me. If this was any other circuit, I'd be third right now. So I'm lucky it's Singapore. I need an AI to dive bomb. That, yeah, they definitely... Not even just dive bomb, but like, look at this. Like, Piastri's ahead of me. I still outbrake him. It's also annoying that it fails the objective, because, like, no, I am still ahead. It's like there, like I literally just braked normally, if in like a little bit later, like 5-10 meters later, and it was enough to stay ahead of him, even though he was ahead of me. So yeah, make the AI brake later when attacking or defending, and that's it really. I mean, I never played F1 2020, so I don't really know what you mean by dive bombing. Obviously, I assume they just dive bombed you. Box, I can't for another 7 laps, unfortunately. A 2-stop would just not be worth it. Here comes Oscar again. Oh, shitting Nora. Actually, I might need to box, you know? Because, like, yeah, this is bad. It's just everyone else is going to 1-stop, so I just don't think it's worth it. Box like 14? Yeah. Although I'll probably do 13 at this point. Although 14's already 1 lap earlier, but... it'll probably have to be, 13. I mean, I'm comfortable right now, I can stay ahead. It's just... yeah, another like 3 laps, it's going to be even worse. Although we can keep up in the differential, and that will help. Watching on my way to school, this is the one bit of sanity I have. Nice. I was going to say school at 3 PM, but obviously you're not from England, so it wouldn't be. Well, I'm assuming you're not anyway. School at 3 PM is a bit weird. Enjoy school, though. If I could wish for anything in the world, it would be to go back in time and stop myself from leaving school when I was 12. Because it's great days, great banner. In F1 2020, they would dive bomb you from 4 attempts back and force you off the track. Okay, maybe I'm not a fan of that. I just want AI that, like, race, you know? They don't race, they drive past you, and if they can't drive past you, then they don't overtake them much. You're from the USA, shout out. The United States of America. I think America is getting quite close to the UK in terms of what percentage of my viewers are from where. It's quite incredible, really. Considering, obviously, when I'm live, which is like between 1 PM and like 3 PM, for America, it's like in the early morning. So like, why would you be watching me in the early morning? That's a bit weird. I mean, I'm glad, but it's like, I don't think that this morning, for example, I'm not going to wake up at 8 AM and the first thing I do is I hop on my phone and watch, you know, just some fat F1 streamer. And I'm glad you did. Max is just behind catching your slipstream. Pretty much. Playing this while listening to Freebird. Yeah, that would probably... yeah, that sounds good. That would probably motivate me a little bit. Find an extra couple temps. Oh. It seems like the Fat Crim train is starting because we now have another member. It's Fernando Alonso, who has rocked up. Yeah, great. Oh, jeez Louise, I cannot drive in a straight line anymore. knew the tyre wear would be bad, but I didn't think he'd be this bad. I reckon he wouldn't fit in a real F1 car. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would actually, but it'd be a bit tight. I'm not very wide, I'm just very long. I'm horizontally big. Watching from Rome, massive W. Piastri, please try a little bit harder. This is just not fair. I shouldn't be leading this race. I'm like 2 seconds a lap slower than you. You just won't go for it. Go, give it some. Get in there. Through goes Piastri, not just sitting behind me. Get away. Still got 4 laps left until I stop. You're right, Lucas. Oh, jeez Louise. Well, luckily, Alonso's had to go over Verstappen, so it's now just a 1v1. Sorry, what's the track? I'm kind of a new fan. Welcome to Formula 1. I'm currently racing in Singapore, which is the next race, actually, in real life. Is it this weekend or is it next weekend? It's probably next weekend, isn't it? Because Baku was, yeah. Where's your favourite place to get a jacket potato in central London? I haven't really been up to central London. I've also never had a jacket potato from, like, I just buy a bag of potatoes from, like, Sainsbury's and just make jacket out of them. To be honest. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I'm using a flashback. Sue me. Fuck off. I was too busy thinking about jacket potato. I haven't had jacket potato in years. It's very good, though. You put cheese and beans in it. Oh, very good. And butter. What's your first F1 game you played? 2021. I played 2021 for about 1,400 hours, and then 22 for only about 600, 23 for about 1,000, 24 for about 600, so it's like every other year. One year I play them a lot, the next year I don't. Also, if anyone wonders why I said that when I said I'm using a flashback, it's because earlier today I used one flashback in an entire Grand Prix, and about 12 people just started, and it's just pathetic. So, standard rules of this channel is fairly simple. You can say anything you want about me personally, it's fine, but you mention the racing line and you're gone. Or flashbacks, and yeah, you're gone. Bye! For some reason, it gets under my skin. Nothing usually does, but that really does. It's like if you offend Sergio Perez, that would really annoy me. If you want to annoy me, just offend Sergio Perez or tell me to turn the racing line off, and I'll be on one. Cheese, butter, and yeah, oh, chili caca, yeah, I've had that once or twice. Thank you so much, I can't wait until Singapore. I saw only the Silverstone GP to Baku last weekend. Oh, very new fan. Welcome. It's lovely to have you. It's a shame you started watching in like one of the most boring years in recent history. Actually, what am I saying? 2023 and like 4 existed. 24 was really good. 23 was meh. I didn't mind 23 because obviously I love Red Bull and Checo Perez and they sort of won everything, so I didn't mind it. Yeah, Singapore might not be too bad. At this point, we don't really know who's going to win anymore. It's either going to be Max Verstappen or one of the McLarens. You don't really know. Should be a good time. I saw that comment. I saw what that said. And he tried to delete it, but I saw it. Obviously, if you joke around when you talk about it, I don't care. I just get really annoyed when people try and tell me how I should play the game. Or how I play the game, how can I word it? They would tell me to play the game a certain way. That really annoys me. Can't imagine making an endurance race. I wouldn't last in an endurance race. I did 12 hours of Le Mans on Gran Turismo 7. I survived through that. But that's because you're going about 6 miles an hour. Because you're driving really slow, because you're saving tyres and that bollocks. What are your thoughts on Cadillac for 2026 with Perez and Bottas? Hang on, I might actually finally get overtaken. I have done, great. But I don't really care because I'm pitting this lap. I think Perez and Bottas is probably the best lineup they could have gone for. I know they were looking at Mick Schumacher and a couple IndyCar drivers, I think, but you can't really get much better. They're both Grand Prix winners. They've both been in a top team for loads of years. Recency bias will make people think that Perez and even Bottas maybe aren't very good drivers. They definitely are. Yeah. I think they'll probably be top 5 in the construct. Actually, no, top 5 maybe a bit much. I don't know. I think they'll be in the points often, but P8, P9 kind of area. Although I don't really know what to think because I've never experienced a new team in F1 before. Because obviously the last time that happened was Haas in 2016. I wasn't watching in 2016. I don't really know how they got on, but Cadillac seems to have much more investment, so you never know. They could be extremely good of the off. I hope so. Mick Schumacher sucks. He's obviously not a bad driver. I just don't think he's got that final little bit to get to F1. I think he'll be a fantastic endurance racing driver, but I don't know. He had 2 years in F1. I know the car was bad and his teammate was worse, but he didn't really do anything. He sort of just crashed a couple times and was just sort of there. It's a bit like Bortoletto now and Isaac Hadjar. Those are examples of rookies that should be in F1. Mick Schumacher never really did any of that. You finished the edit? Nice. Sorry if I chat too much, but which teams do you support? I'm a Ferrari and McLaren girly. Well, you don't need to apologise for talking my chat. Probably the same, really. I think I've said it before, I like every team, apart from Mercedes, which I don't really like. I like their drivers, I just don't really like the team. But yeah, McLaren, Ferrari, I like Haas, I like Williams. Sauber's just kind of there. Alpine also, whatever. But obviously, before Sergio Perez got the sack, it used to be Red Bull. My whole room is covered in Red Bull stuff from those 4 years of following Perez. I've got Max Verstappen posters that I made myself everywhere. I've got pictures, I've got signed shirts, I've got hats, I've got everything. Yeah, now he's gone. I don't really care about Red Bull anymore. How do I not have DRS? This is just a complete robbery. Sorry, Russell, or Antonelli rather. I don't mean to ram you up the arse. Fucking hell. Lucky that didn't do anything to my tyres. Jeez Louise. How did I not crash there? Remarkable stuff. Now we are trying to undercut Piastri here, who he hasn't stopped yet. I believe he was on the hard tyres as well, so it makes sense why he was so much quicker than me. I didn't predict how fast I was, to be honest. I'm like I need to clear Hamilton quick, because this car's rapid. Hamilton, please move. Please. My car, you know, I'm having him. Oh. I didn't like that. Apologies for that, that was rough. It's a shame Jules died before he made it to Ferrari. Well, obviously it's a shame he died in general, but... yeah. I mean, I've watched every single F1 race in my history. Even though I only started watching it live in 2021, but I have watched all of his races. He was pretty bloody good, despite being in a shit car. I think we're lucky that no one else has died. I know obviously like they do a lot for safety nowadays, but there's been some bad crashes in recent times. Poor Hamilton. Yeah, he needed to get out my way a bit earlier. We have managed to, though. We have undercut Piastri by 3 seconds. Also, he's now going to be behind Hamilton. I hope for at least a lap or two, because it means I'm going to be able to hold my lead against him. At least for a while. I'm sure in a few laps' time he'll be quicker than me again, as per usual. That was a bit close. No, that wasn't close. That was in the wall. Apologies. I've just subscribed. Good luck on the sim. I've got to go. See you later. Thank you very much for the subscription. That's massive. Growth has been outrageous recently because I put hashtag shorts in the description of my stream. It's sad, really. Like, I will genuinely say, honestly, all these views I get now doesn't really feel real, because when I used to stream every day, I'd get like a, you know, maybe a couple hundred, and that'd be great. I literally one day just decided to put hashtag short in the description, and now look at my recent, like, 5 short streams. It is ridiculous. Poor Max Verstappen, I don't see him. Max at Silverstone, Joe at Silverstone, Mick at Saudi. Yep, all of those. It's quite a miracle that nothing bad happened. I mean, to be fair, all 3 of those drivers just kind of firmed it, didn't they? The design will be posted tomorrow. Okay, I'll have a look. Alright. Stroll, you're leading a race for the first and probably the last time in your career, but no longer, because Checo Perez is coming through. Bye-bye. I'm now leading the race by 5 seconds over Oscar. We have quite a lot of laps left and my tyres have a long way to go. But I believe in the dream, my 3rd race win of the season. And if I win this, I will actually be an outside title contender, which is quite funny. Only downside is, though, to my title chances, which shouldn't even be a question, there aren't many good tracks left on the calendar. I mean, tracks I'm fast at. I don't think there's any. I think we've got, what? Mexico, Texas, Brazil, Las Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi. No, I'm not good at any of them. I think there's 2 more, but I can't remember. Well, this is round what? Is this round 16 or 18? It's 18. So, yeah, there's 6 left. So, yeah, it is those 6. I'm not good at any of those. So it's going to be difficult. Shots fired at Stroll. Yeah, but it isn't like that's never been said before. I mean, let's be honest. The amount of abuse Stroll has got over the last sort of few years is insane. Like, just saying he'll probably never lead a race again ain't that bad, really. Yeah, but my bad, Stroll. He is in the pits now, though, so he led a lap or 2, but that's about it. He'll now drop back down to probably outside the points where he's been the whole race. I actually quite like Stroll, though. I feel like he's a considerably, a whole league better than people make him out to be. Because I know he's only in F1 because of his daddy. But at the same time, unlike your Mazepin and your Latifis and whoever else, he's actually done some things, like that podium at Baku at Williams, the pole at Portugal, a couple of the wet races, Germany 2019. Like, he has done things. I suppose the only argument you can say is that he has been in F1 for like 9 years now. He should have been moved on quite a while ago, but still. People treat him like the worst driver to ever exist. People are a bit like that was English. People are a bit like that with CHECO as well, right? They think he's like the most midfield, bang average pay driver because he had 1 or 2 bad years at Red Bull. When if you look at his whole career, he's always been one of the best midfield drivers. At Sauber, maybe not McLaren, probably not, but yeah, Force India and obviously Racing Point. Like, it's just done. I mean, let's be real, Sergio Perez almost out-qualified Max Verstappen at Japan. I feel like that is one of the best achievements you can possibly have, because, like, obviously, Verstappen's a whole other level above Perez. I'll admit that. And he was only, what, 600ths behind? That is stupid. I was so happy that day. And then, obviously, Miami came on, and it all went a bit to shit, didn't it? That happened like 3 years in a row. Perez would get to Miami with a really good start to the season, podiums and maybe the odd pole, and then Miami would come along, he'd get severely diffed by Verstappen, and then just never drive in the points again. It was so strange. My stomach is rumbling like a bastard right now. I mean, when you eat fuck all in 2 days, it's gonna, isn't it? Shout out water. Oh, I'm so buggered. Piastri is catching by what, 8/10 a lap or something stupid? Oh no, I feel the end is near. Shout out Frank Sinatra. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Might have been a bad lap actually, because the gap stayed about the same. You know the tyres are done when I'm getting oversteer around that final corner. It's just my rears, like again, it's always my rears. I don't know why my rears are always so like worn, because I feel like I never really have any wheel spin or anything, so I don't know why my rears are always dead. Raw tyre wear cost me yet another race win. It's already cost me 1, maybe 2 actually. Will it cost me another? Who do you think the team principal will be? That's actually a fantastic question, because I don't have a clue. It's not going to be Christian Horner. That was the initial rumour, but then CADILLAC's like chief or like owner basically said, no, we're not even looking at him. I mean, who's out of work? I don't even know. I don't really know many team principals off the top of my head, apart from the ones who are currently in F1. So I genuinely have no idea. It'll probably be like some American person that like maybe done some stuff with their IndyCar team or their NASCAR team or whatever they already race in. I don't know. 3.2. I think Piastri is still going to catch me in maybe 4 laps time. Actually, no. I don't know. If I keep driving the way I am, I don't know. He's doing what, 6 tenths a lap, so 2.6, 2. Yeah, it probably will be about 4 laps actually. You never know though. Oh Jesus. Also curious about Audi. As far as I'm aware, it's literally just the same team. They just rebranded from Sauber to Audi. So I think they'll be the same. Maybe midfield, lower midfield. Although there's a whole new regulations, of course, so anything can happen. It's sort of rumoured that Mercedes are going to have the best engine. McLaren and Red Bull are going to be quite close, and then Ferrari's a little way off, and then, you know, all the rest of the teams are sort of just kind of there. From what I've seen, at least. Sorry, turn off the line, shite lines, brother. Whatever. If I turn the racing line off, who does that benefit? Don't benefit me. Doesn't benefit you. So, what's the big deal? Why do you... Tell me this. Why do you care so much that I use the racing line? Why does it bother you? Why does it keep you awake at night? You know? Go watch someone who has the line off. There's plenty out there to choose from. I'm sure you can find one. Well, take long, I'd tell what, 10 seconds? That'd be quite impressive. Let's go. Shiner is in the running. That'd be quite cool. Isn't he Austrian or German? It'd be quite funny if he gets to a gig at 2 American teams. Although I'm not really sure about, Gunther-Steiner's, actual abilities as a team principal. As an entertainer, fantastic. But realistically, he was all right at Haas. They didn't really progress much. And then, Komatsu came in. I think that's his name. Is that his name? No, that's William's sponsor. I'm sorry for not knowing Haas's team principal's name. I really should. That's bad ball knowledge. But they're doing... I don't know. They're not really though, are they? They've sort of fallen off a little bit. They were quite good last year, and the start of this year, Ollie Behrman's got a decent amount of points, and then they sort of just fell off again. And now they struggle for points. It's a difficult one. It just depends who's available, isn't it? And who's, I don't think they're going to be able to get anyone from any other team. Oh my god, shut up. Oh, come up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Oh my days. Is that not the luckiest thing you have ever seen in your life? Oscar Piastri has an engine blowout and might have just guaranteed me a race win because of that. Because he was going to catch me. He might have not been able to pass me. But now, rather than having a 2-second gap, I've got a 9-second gap to defend from. Oh my word. That is remarkable. I can't believe that. I saw the yellow flag, I looked at the bottom left and it was in front, and I was like, oh, it's going to be, you know, Verstappen or Russell. And then I saw it was a bit further ahead than them two, and yeah, no way. Please do a race in the rain. It just, I mean, like I said, I can't decide the weather. It's just, will the game rain or not? You'll just have to see. If, you know, one day I'm doing this career mode, it rains. I mean, if I do a 100% race for the Singapore Grand Prix, because that's what I used to do, I basically just copied it from Thom, but I'll do a 100% race before a real life race weekend as like a prediction. I might do that in the wet. I hate driving in the wet, it's like my least favourite thing in the world, so I'd rather not, but maybe just for you, maybe one day. Tell you what, my tyres have got really good over the last sort of lap or two. I am losing time, but it's not that much. Considering they're on like 4 lap newer tyres. Sorry I didn't know? That's fine. You don't know everything. Don't apologise for not knowing. It's just me taking the piss out of everything, that's all. But yeah, if I do a 100% race that isn't a part of this career mode at some point, I'll do it in the wet. My eyes are fucked. Ow, can't see shit. I wish James Vowles was available from Williams. That would be cool. At the same time, I want him to stay with Williams, because he's building something great over there. And it'll be a shame to see him get poached. But at the same time, pay Valtteri to James in 2026 would be outrageous. That'd be a brilliant time for the internet. Five laps left. Russell has made the move on Verstappen. He is on mediums with the fastest lap, so he is going to start catching me, but he'd have to do 1.3 seconds a lap to catch me. Ow! My god, my right bicep's cramping. That is impressive. I've got more driving to do after this race as well, because I'm going to end stream. But then I'm also doing more racing because I'm working on a YouTube, like an actual YouTube video for once in like 5 months. And I'm doing a full season into one video, so I'm going to do like 2 25% races. My arms are going to be absolutely knackered. I'm finished. James was all Team Lewis back at Merck. I think the entire Mercedes garage was Team Lewis, let's be honest. Valtteri got no treatment, like favourable treatment there. I mean, let's be real, Valtteri was not that great, but he was doing enough to, like, support Hamilton. He was beating Hamilton every now and again, and they would still only give him a 1-year extension on his contract, which probably, I mean, he said himself, that put him under loads of pressure. And that's why Santo didn't perform as well. That's why Russell's currently fighting for a longer contract, and Mercedes still won't give him one. It's George Russell! I hate the prick, but he is such a good driver. Just give him the multi-year deal. What's the hold-up? Like, what? You think Max Verstappen's going to be available in 2026 or 7? Just dump your other driver. Dump Antonelli. I know he's, like, younger than me, and he's a rookie, but at the end of the day, if Verstappen's available, Verstappen and Russell in one team is probably one of the best driver pairings you could get. Do it! Just give him the multi-year deal. Shouldn't be that much hassle. I saw Suzuka, Bahrain and Monaco where you won. Oh yeah, those were all good races. I remember Suzuka, not so much, because I kind of just, was just stuck in P20 the whole time. Because I had, back in Suzuka, that was like the second race of the season, I had a mod that improves your grip in the wet. What I didn't realise though is it actually made my wet weather lap times faster than dry times. And then my engineer called me into pit about 10 laps too early. In fact, I could have done the entire Suzuka race on intermediates, on the same intermediates, and I would have been quicker than the dry when it got dry, because it was that mod was that overpowered. Pitted too early and then got lapped twice by my teammate. But Bahrain and Monaco, both excellent races. How's the championship looking? It's looking pretty good, actually. If I can continue this form and win this race, which I should, I will actually somehow be an outside contender. I'll only be about, like, what, 50-something points behind the leader, which I think will be, well, actually, this is massive, because Verstappen is, like, 50 points ahead of me. Both of them are McLarens. One of them DNF, the other's outside the points, I think. So this is the turning point. This turns me into a championship contender. But, like I said earlier, only downside is that the remaining races, which is good, I don't know what order, but it's Mexico, Texas, Brazil, Las Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. I am pretty horrible at near enough all those tracks. So outscoring McLarens and Red Bulls is going to be nigh on impossible. But you never know. At this point, it's like Verstappen in real life. It's that kind of level of that kind of chance of winning. CHECO World Champion incoming. There's a very slight chance, being like 1 to 5%, but there is a chance, and sometimes the chance is all you need. Look at me with the philosophical quotes. Two laps remain in this race. It's been a great drive, really. No real major mistakes, couple bangs with the wall, but you can let it off in a video game. And actually, to be fair, the strategy I said I wanted to do before the race has actually played out exactly like I wanted it to. I literally said, I'm going to start on the mediums so I can undercut the leader, which I did. Piastri got ahead of me, I undercut him, and then he DNF'd and basically gave me the free win. It's just a shame that I have had a couple stinkers this season. I mean, of course, everyone's going to have a couple stinkers, but Spain and Canada are the two major ones, because they should have been, like, Canada should have been a top 3. I finished, like, top 7 because of a bad strategy. And then Spain should have been a top, like, 6, but it wasn't even, I didn't even score points because of tyre wear. Those two are going to stick out to me, really, because that could have been an extra, like, 20 points. Which, on top of what I'm about to get now, I'd be like only like 20 points behind the championship leader. Has all the patches been updated in 25 yet? If you mean like, what do you mean exactly? Like, what? I mean, that. There has been some updates to this year's game, but I don't really know what they are, and I don't think they, like... There are still a couple things on some tracks, like bumps and things they need to change, but they won't. Mainly just, like, livery stuff, which I don't even use anyway. And they'll obviously, like, do more patches in the future, but... I think that's been a problem with Codemasters in recent games. They just don't patch things that need to be. Like, they need to make Dirty Air way more of a problem, and they need to make slipstreaming an actual thing. Because right now, slipstreaming basically doesn't exist, and Dirty Air also doesn't exist. That's just not... No! That makes the racing unbelievably dull. Like, really dull. Change it. But yeah, started P2 in this race after a very, very, very impressive qualifying lap. Could have got pole, copped up sector 3, but it was all good. Literally said before the start, I need a really good start, I can jump Verstappen. I did exactly that, I got a good start and I jumped Verstappen. And then, as they say, I never looked back, I just sort of drove the car. And at Singapore, after Monaco and Spa beforehand, I'm picking up... Hang on a minute, how's he doing that? I've won the Grand Prix, the fireworks are going, but he's just steered without any hands on the wheel. How's he done that? Checo Perez clearly went to Hogwarts in his youth, I see. Alright, GG's. Well done me, well done us, well done everyone watching as well. Well done everyone. Oh my god, my arm. That's bad, actually. I believe in the dream of winning the championship. Very doable. Look at that! It's a shame about the race suit, but look at the helmet! Look at the ass he's got on! It's Checo Perez, whether you like it or not, in a Cadillac. Go on! Checo is the king of Singapore again. That was literally almost an exact replica. Let's skip that bit, because that, yeah. That sort of ruined the vibe a little bit. Just get rid of it. Right, there you go. Bang. That was almost a complete replica of Perez's race in 2022. If we take a look at the replay, apart from the fact that I'm in a Cadillac and it's Max Verstappen leading rather than him being in a Red Bull and against Leclerc, and the fact it's dry and not wet, the same thing happened. Perez P2, my rival P1. The race starts, and I get him down the inside of turn 1, which is literally, that is like exactly the same. We can even get a little, like, you know what? I'm going to save the replay of that. I'm going to make a little short, do a little flashback, like transition it from that race start into real life or something. Anyway, here are the driver standings. After I got 25 points, one of my championship rivals gets 15, the other gets 0, and one of them gets 8. Looks like this. Look at that. It's a massive gap. It is tremendously big. I'm going to have to average... What just happened? Okay, whatever. I'm going to have to average, basically, the mathematics are, I need to beat Lando and Leclerc by 10 points a race if I want to win this championship. In other words, I'm going to have to win every single race until the end of the season, with the other drivers not getting anything more than P4. Not sure about that, but you never know. You just don't know these things. At least they give you your wheel and glove. That is true. Oh yeah, the Constructors, of course, as well. The Constructors looks like this. We are now only 19 points behind Mercedes. And, I mean, I said it'll be a struggle to catch Mercedes, and we're definitely finishing P5. But now there is an outside chance. And honestly, I'm not fighting for a championship. It's basically just like, if it happens, it happens. I just want to try and maybe catch these two. But if anything, stay ahead of Russell. That is my main objective now. Stay ahead of Russell and catch Mercedes in the Constructors. I believe we can do it if Ocon wants to step it up and not finish P20! He DNF'd. I forgot he DNF'd, but still. We need good points. I mean, look at the standings. He's got 47 points. 5 races ago, he had like 2, and now he's got 47. He needs to keep that form up, and we can do this. But GG's. Need to hope for a few DNFs. Oh, we do. We need some massive DNFs, especially from your likes of Norris and Piastri and Leclerc and Verstappen. If they can all kill each other, that'd be great. That's my only chance, really. I just need everyone else to crash into each other. But anyways, hang on, I've got itchy leg. Really itchy leg. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. That is going to be me lot for today. I don't know what's wrong with my arm. I must have, like, twisted it or, like, laid funny in bed. I don't know. But my bicep is fucked. Of course, I only do 2 races anyway. But, yeah. That is going to be me lot for today. Let's get everything ready for the next race, though. Better than my teammate. Why not? Yep, that one. That one. And that. Okay, cool. Now, the engine, here are the final races. We have pretty much all of these tracks you need a good engine for. What's the one where you don't need an engine? It's possible. It's definitely possible. It's just, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I think the one track where you're not going to need an engine is Qatar, which is quite late on. So I'm going to use my new engine for Texas, well, my newest engine. Yeah, we'll just do that. Because, like, all of these are dead. Like, none of these really have, like, any, like, life left in them. That's going to be quite a bit troublesome. We do have a lot of resource points, though, so let's actually get quite a large upgrade going on. We'll get drag reduction, and then we should be able to get this as well. Decent. Right, there you go. 2 upgrade. Oh, wow, what's happened there? How have we fallen that far down in the pecking order? We used to be 5th, and then our gap to Mercedes, that was the kind of gap it was from us to McLaren. What has happened? We're almost we're the 4th slowest car, for God's sake. What's happened? Why? Oh my. We have got 3 upgrades here. We need all of them. Come on. Yes! That's massive. That should change now. Okay, we haven't gone up by a lot, but we have gone up a bit. We're back ahead of Williams. Okay, nice. And then, when's our next upgrade coming? How do I look? There we go. So we have roll dampers on the 20th of October, which is when? I can't look. Okay. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So we should have 1 upgrade. If it succeeds, we'll have 1 upgrade for Mexico. Is it Mexico? Yes. And then we'll have another upgrade for Brazil. Decent. Also, that's a very good selection of trophies as well. Look at that. 3 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 4 fourths, 7th, 5th, 8th, 4th. We've had some very good results this season, but there are a lot that stick out to me. Imola sticks out to me because that is one of my better tracks, and I don't remember what happened in Imola. What happened in Imola? That's one of my better tracks. How did I finish 11th? I'm not too sure. Canada sticks out to me as well, because Canada should have been a top 3 or top 4, and because of tyre wear and a bad strategy, and I've probably lost a good 20 points over the season. Add 20 points on, and the championship is a lot more likely. But anyway, I'm going to head off. My voice is knackered. My arms are knackered. Also, after this, and like 10 minutes after, I'm going to be recording a couple of races for an upcoming video I'm working on. I've never made a video in the style before that I'm currently doing. For the last sort of 2 years, I've basically only done career modes. I've hopped on, done a career mode like I do now, and only I'll literally do a 35% race and that's it. I'm doing an entire season packed into one video as sort of a movie, so that should be quite good. No idea how it will go, but it's always good to try something new, do you know what I mean? Alright man, thanks for the stream. Have a good end to your day. You too, as everyone else watching. Have a great rest of your week as well. I should be back on tomorrow at similar times between 12 and 2 p.m. BST for Texas and Mexico. Thank you all for watching. As per usual, it's great that I get to wake up and do this every day. I don't know why I was struggling with it before, because this is the dream. Do you know what I mean? This is great. Anyway, see you lot tomorrow, and goodbye.